Howdy, everybody. How are y'all doing tonight? I hope you're doing great because I am. That's all.
Also doing great?
Nope. Just gonna end it on an awkward, upbeat note. We are Saves vs. Death, a Cyberpunk Red tabletop actual play and podcast that airs every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Saves vs. Death. I am Blank, the game master, referee, and occasional maniacal overlord. I feel like that's a duplicate. You guys didn't update it.
I'm sorry. It was my fault.
With me today is Jess as Moxie11, who is ready to fuck shit up. Hades as Deeps, who's packing a fucking nuke in his pants. Games as Wraith, who's promised to do absolutely nothing per usual. Ada as Checkers, who is secretly working for the corpse. We all knew it.
What? I am offended.
And with that, I will pass it on to Games to talk a little bit about our support methods.
Sure. Hello. We're Saves vs. Death. No, if you like what we do and want to see us get better at what we do, there are a lot of ways you can help us out. Things like commenting, liking, sharing our videos, telling people, always awesome and cost you nothing. Another thing you could do that doesn't cost you anything, if you link your Amazon Prime and your Twitch account, you get a free subscription every month. It refreshes, so you have to reuse it every month. Otherwise, you lose it. But if you use it on us, it helps us out financially and doesn't cost you anything. Currently, we've got 3 shows. We've got Shades of Scarlet, Night City Sofa, and Indie Bandits, as well as RNGRPG's first episode just went out on our Patreon. So that is another show that we're working on. And we would like to get at least some of those to the podcast listeners. And the way we do that is through your support. So other ways that you can help us out would be we have a Patreon, as mentioned. On there, you get first access to a lot of episodes, a lot of original content. I know we've done write-ups, and I'm actually filming a video right now that will go straight to the Patreon. And yeah, so you can also get cool stuff like shirts and mugs and hoodies and stuff. So it's always worth checking out. And Hades will tell you about another way that you can help support us.
Yes. So we now have a merch store on Redbubble, and if you head on over there, it's www.redbubble.com, people/saves versus death/shop. You can also search for us as Saves versus Death on Redbubble, or a few other options. We are adding new merch on a regular schedule, but right now you can quick buy a few stickers, and if there is an image you would like, hit explore and add design to your item of choice, that being a hat, mug, hoodie, or more. And the profits from the merch go directly back to us and everything like that.
That'll help us out a lot.
Well, we get a percentage. But
Look at those.
Yeah.
Look at those sexy stickers.
Right? And you got the hat and everything.
And the hat.
I know.
Bob on it.
I don't think that you would fit in the hoodie that Aaron has, but...
No, and I made the bad mistake of not buying the one that fit me.
Yeah.
For her to wear.
Stolen.
I got one that's closer to her side, and that was
a mistake, man.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, Hades and Ada are swapped.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Oops. There we go. All things are right.
Huzzah.
There we go. Fixed.
Well, now I'm on the left, though.
All Adas
That's
are right.
All right, there we go.
I'm so confused. So I hope our new followers are. I want to welcome a few people to our wonderful family here. Mal, though I think it's Malomo. I could be wrong. I know it's Mal because they posted that last time, and I appreciate you for giving me a cheat. The Real Salties, Hugo Craft, totally going to butcher this, I'm sorry. Takai Kuro, I apologize. I hope that was close. Anyway, welcome
right
guys to our little family here.
Thank you for
And if
joining
you're
us.
not,
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
go ahead.
thank you.
If you're not sure
Welcome.
what you're getting into, Ada's. Anybody else? Anyone else?
Guys,
Yeah, I just have one
just
more.
so you're warned, this is a dark future, which means that there is mature content fairly often. We have our own safety tools we've been through with us as a group, and we know our boundaries and all that, but we can't do that for everyone. So if something comes up that bothers you, please step away for 15 minutes. Take care of yourself. It's important.
Indeed it is. I did forget to mention earlier, and I want to mention now, we do have another, well, I think you mentioned it briefly, games, but we have Indie Bandits, which airs at 9 Eastern on Sunday. So if you are looking for a little bit more Cyberpunk Redness, although it is through the eyes of a video game, it's really interesting and cool. Go check out her stream, which airs on this channel just the next day at 9. But features
If you
some
like
of the same
chaos
faces.
and whimsy,
Yeah,
come hang out.
there you go.
I'll be there. So if you don't find me annoying on this, come join me there.
That's true. And if you do, sucks to be you because he's on every single show on this channel.
It's actually true.
We love our games here. Anyway, so last time on Cyberpunk Red, Shades of Scarlet, Moxie makes it out of the Nail Me salon unscathed. And Colt calls her to have a chat with the team, telling them they should bring their stuff for an overnighter. Gojira then tries to get some items, then head up to the Nomad camp where they discuss their plans. After a few iterations and conversation, they agree on a few certain items. The Netrunners will attempt to get the EMP shielding for the bullet down, and Wraith will act as a pump attendant and draw the driver into the station where Oz and Guy will jump him and try to take him down. The techs, Colt and Checkers, will descend from the canopy above the pumps and get into the cabin, while the rest of the team will run interception with whatever guards come out through the back. If all goes to plans, everybody hops into the bullet as soon as they can and drive off. Rex and Moxie, after making the plans, head back to Night City to get some last-minute supplies. And that is where we shall begin tonight's episode. I have a big note here that says play the fucking music. So
That's funny. I have a big note that says give Checkers a hug. So
oh, do you?
yeah.
Aw, you wrote
Very important.
something down for once in your life. Just kidding.
Bonds.
This is way too upbeat right now. Hold on.
Well, we're not in like doom
We're
and
not
gloom
better
at the
anything.
moment.
Yeah, it's fine.
It can be happy.
All right, fine. Okay, so what do you all want to do? Who wants to pick us or start us off?
I already went to bed for the night, or unless we're starting the next day. So
You're in your tent. We are not starting on the next day. There's more things that will occur.
yeah, I figured.
That sounds
I'm-
so ominous.
Probably hanging out with the nomads. I wouldn't say partying because, job soon, but hanging out, eating food, maybe having a beer.
Okay.
that
What about
kind
you,
of thing.
Deeps?
I would like to have.
You're kind of taking it easy, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I'm not. I'm not doing anything crazy. I would like to have a conversation with Cammy
Okay.
if when that time comes available.
So I guess the group of you. Let's see, 4, 5, no. 7 of you? 7 of you, I think. Yeah. Are sitting around a small campfire in the grouping of tents on makeshift chairs from actual lawn chairs to just tires that have been rolled out and set out. And yeah, Cammie's sitting there, swishing a beer around in a small circle with her arms folded over her knees. It's just sitting on the ground.
Hey, Cammy.
What's up?
Hey, I was figuring we should probably plan out kind of what we want to do with the net architecture, at least to a point, because we don't know what we're gonna encounter inside.
You're right.
Yet.
The only thing we know is that there's a Baylor demon in there.
Right. Which is pretty brutal.
Mm-hmm.
How is your deck set up?
So I'm kind of built for speed. I got 2 Speedy Gonzalez's armor. And I can't remember the rest. Hold on, let me check. A sword, worm, Sia, and eraser.
Okay. Well, I have both decks with me, so I have one set up with Dragon and Giant to deal with the programs and the Netrunner, if possible, and then I run. It's kind of a one-trick pony with the dragon and that. But I don't have a whole lot of defense on that. I have my other deck, which has armor, speedy, sword, eraser, and Brisbolt as well. But I'm wondering how we want to kind of, because we're tag teaming this.
Mm-hmm.
Should one of us try to draw the fire? I mean, you're going to speed through, so I'm assuming you're going to try to just get by everything and get to the control node and put it down.
Yeah, I think so. Do you have Pathfinder?
I don't have. I mean, I can use it.
Or, what is the name of the program?
Sia increases all Pathfinder checks.
Oh, I have Sia. That's what it is. And yeah, so that's my thought is what you're saying basically. I'll hop in and look for the control node so we have a direction. My deck auto boots 2 Speedy Gonzalez's. So
Nice.
I'll have 2 straight from the get-go, and my plan was just to hop in and try to gun for that node as fast as possible.
So do you think that I should be behind you just wrecking havoc and then go after the Netrunner if he jumps in?
That seems to be... Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that would make sense. You cover me while I go in as fast as possible.
Well,
Do you res whatever fucking programs I wake up and try to jump my ass?
That's what I was thinking. Is I actually with Dragon, it actually destroys them permanently.
I know that program's intense.
So I might be able to get through and, I mean, at least make the way out easier.
Mm-hmm.
If we have to go back, if we have to go back in, that's why I brought the 2 decks in case something happens where I need to go back in with another deck. At least with the other one, I should have some stuff like gone. Figured it would make it easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know how deep it is. That's what makes that. I'm worried about how many floors it is. If it's a lot of floors, that's going to make it more challenging, I think.
You're not wrong.
It's if it's not as many floors, I think we could be able to do this pretty easily with speed wise. It's when we start going down all those levels, I'm just worried if you get too far ahead, I won't be able to be behind you as fast.
That's true. I mean, what we could do is get as deep as possible, you know, per 3-second period or whatever.
Right.
And then see where we're at, I guess. Like, so much of it depends on what's going on. I do like the idea of you bringing some more anti-program or maybe even anti-personnel stuff.
Well, that's what Giant's for. That's why if he shows up, I want to hit him with Giant as soon as possible.
Makes sense.
Because Giant, I believe, will knock him straight out if he doesn't have... if he doesn't have... He's unfortunately and unsafely jacked out.
Unfortunately, unsafely doesn't matter much for an admin, but...
Yeah, so I guess it's just hitting him with...
I mean, it's not nothing. If you sick some other programs on him first, an unsafe jack out, your demons will hit him on his way out. If they're at targeting him. So if you like throw a dragon first at him, and then the giant.
Right.
Or killer. Do you have killer? Killer's good.
I don't.
Okay.
I was unable to have enough funds to fully deck out the second deck how I wanted it.
Are we planning on flatlining this guy or just dumping him?
Well, I'm hoping to just dump him out. Because, I mean,
Problem is he'll come right back.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Giant still smashes your brain a bit.
That's true. What is Vrizbolt again? I don't use a lot of anti-personnel.
Vrizbolt, I have that too. It's anti-personnel. It does 1d6 to their brain, it does damage to their brain, and it does lowers their net actions for the next turn. It's very powerful.
I think, yeah, you should definitely bring that. Because we know there's some sort of spider in there.
Right. The problem is if I take the Vrizbolt deck in there, I can't run my dragon and giant programs.
Uninstall it and put it on the other one.
It's impossible.
What do you mean it's impossible?
It's a very specialized deck that has dragon on it.
It can install it? Oh.
It can only install Black Ice. It can't install programs.
I see. Well, you could do the reverse then. And uninstall dragon from that one and put it on your other deck.
The other one?
Yeah. Or giant's a better one, actually.
So if I'm right, I see what you're saying. So I would be mostly the I would go after the Netrunner, basically.
I mean, somebody against programs would be good too, because I'm sure there's a lot of ice in there.
Right. Man, it's just so cool. Can we pop in there and use Pathfinder and then see what we're up against, and then I can jack in it? I could jack in with whatever deck we feel is more comfortable.
I could do that, yeah. I mean, you'd be behind a turn. Should I just wait for you and boot up programs or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because then you could activate like armor and and all that other stuff, and then we can just go in.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think that makes most sense. And I'm pretty fast in there.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if you're as fast as I am.
I'm not going to be as fast as you are.
Okay.
My deck is built more for, it's a very specialty, one's the specialty deck, and then the other is just really standard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, what I mean is, like, I know my way around interface.
Oh, right. No, I mean, I'm not bad at it. I'm getting better.
I remember. Okay. Aren't you solo now, though?
On a scale of one, no. I do both.
Okay. Sure. On a scale of 1 to what?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, how
Yeah.
much do I know my way around the interface?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
not gonna meta that.
Yeah, that's too meta. Sorry.
Okay, so I think the plan is I hop in first. You bring both decks. I'll do a Pathfinder, boot up my armor. I'll probably boot up Sia too, just for that extra boost.
That's a good idea.
And then
I can run in with
boot up my
whatever.
worm as well.
And I'll run in with whatever we think we need at the time.
Sounds good. We're not gonna know where that spider is when we get there, but you can bet your ass the demon's going to alert him as soon as we hop in.
Right.
But I don't know of any node that doesn't just some hacker isn't always trying to break into if it's there. So they might not think too much of it
Right.
at first until we start doing some damage.
Well, I think a lot of it might also depend on his position with other things going on outside as well.
True.
Be interesting.
Yeah. I think
Could play a factor.
I think the team plans to hit him as soon as we start hopping in.
Right, because we're supposed to take down the EMP shielding.
Right.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to get kind of a plan in place, kind of think about it a little bit. We can always discuss this in the car ride. I'm sure it takes forever to get there anyway, if we need to. But
No, I think this is a good plan.
yeah,
Just bring both. Although the problem with bringing both, though, Deeps, is we won't be able to make any adjustments to what your loadout is on the fly.
right. So, I mean, that's why we'll have to pick which deck.
Right. Do you have 2 copies of Program or Giant or Dragon?
No, I could not afford it. You know how expensive those are.
Yeah, I know. Those are pretty pricey programs. You could split them. What all is on each deck?
Well, on the Militech General, there's Armor, Speedy, Gonzalez, Sword, Eraser, and Brisbolt.
Okay.
And then on the Militech Assault it has Hangry Dragon, Range, Dragon, and Giant. And Hangry Dragon is a specialty program. I don't know if you've heard of it. It lets me, whenever my dragon destroys a program, it gains all its res back.
Oh, shit.
That's why it's so powerful together.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that's so you have to at least leave dragon on there. And, I mean, you could drop Eraser from the other deck. And maybe pull Giant over to that one, but you probably want it with you. Yeah,
Well, right.
I don't know.
Well, the problem is dragon only attacks ice, and giant would be my defense against the Netrunner.
Doesn't dragon hit programs?
Yeah, programs. That's why it's meant by ice.
Oh, well, you could attack a enemy Netrunner's resed programs.
Right. So if he has programs resed, I can attack.
Yeah. Does it do it at random? I forget.
It says it does damage to a program if this damage would be dealt to is enough to de-res the program it is instead destroyed.
So you send it after a particular program. That's actually pretty good. I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I don't really see any other choice.
Right. Like, I mean, I can attack their Speedy Gonzalez if they have those, and it'll destroy their program.
Mm-hmm.
Or, any of the armors, defenders. The only thing I'm unable to probably hit is their attack programs.
And if push comes to shove, you could always jack out and then jack in with the second one.
Correct. That's why I brought two, was in case, let's say we decide to go with this one, the Militech General, which has all the regular programs on it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get knocked out or anything happens and that gets destroyed enough, I can just switch over, pop back in, and keep going.
Okay, I think that sounds like what we have to do. So, not much choice there.
Yeah. It was either have two decks for this mission or sell one of them and possibly do some stuff with it, but I thought it would be smart to wait till after the mission to see what I wanted to do with it.
Right. I mean, probably too late to sell and get anything new now.
Yeah.
So, I think we're set.
Yeah.
Cool.
You've just got to, that's why I think that initial Pathfinder is going to be the big tap.
Cool. Sounds like a plan then. Go Team Geek Squad.
Right. I'll clink my beer bottle.
Okay. All right. That all you have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
no, that's everything that I would, that I wanted to handle tonight, unless somebody else wants to talk to me about stuff.
Okay.
Otherwise, small talk.
Cool. Checkers, you're sitting there with the nomads. I mean, you're not too far from this conversation. They're having it while you're nearby. But Oz and Colt are looking over the plans for the bullet at the moment.
I'll probably hover and listen to them a bit.
You really think it's gonna take only 2 to get in there? Oz asks Colt. She says,
I can't be sure, but I guess 3 might be good for a backup. Just we each have 3. We only need to really crack one side, but it'd probably be better if both of us got the doors open.
mm-hmm. And it sounds like Moxie wants you to get in there and drive away as soon as possible, really. Do you think you're gonna be able to do that? You think the armor's gonna stand up to any I don't know, any stray fire? What if they start hitting the truck?
I'll edge closer. I studied the thing in depth, or the schematics in depth, but when we talked about what I studied, we didn't talk about the armor much. Is there anything that would point me one way or another?
You could roll, let's see, you could do a vehicle tech plus tech. Hi, Carmom. Welcome in.
Hello. Oh my god.
1.
Yes. Nope, that fell off the table. Hold on.
It could have been the sound of a 10.
I just lost my dice. 7. 1 and followed by a 7. So that makes it 5 total.
All right. So, your memory and looking over the plans again with them. The thing is, like, it's armored. It's got an SP of 11. Not impenetrable, obviously, but light enough that it's, maneuverable. So.
Well, it's
Did you say
not...
17? I'm sorry.
No, I did not say 17.
What'd you say?
5 total.
5 total. Oh, whoops! I told you way too much, but that's okay. I don't know why I heard something completely different. Anyway, got. It's never too late for Red Bull, unless you want to sleep tonight, and then it is. Yeah, you're right.
So I'll go ahead and cut in. Well, I mean, it's got some armor, but it's fast. So if we can get it going, shouldn't be too hard to outstrip the gunfire.
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't know how fast this thing, or how long it takes to get up to speed. So it could be quite a while. I would guess it moves quite slow at first.
I mean, that's why some people are playing distraction, right?
I assume so.
See, this is kind of what my concern is. We're gonna do a distraction, and bullets are gonna be flying towards the cargo.
Yeah, but what other choice do we have? We can't not take out the guards.
I know. Yeah, I don't have a good solution, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any way to avoid bullets flying towards the cargo. We could just hope that we take out stuff fast enough to start going. And even if it goes slow at first, as long as we're moving, it's at least something.
Maybe what we should do is make sure the security detail is put down before we start taking off in the truck.
Yeah, I think Moxie would have a lot to say about that.
I know she would, but if they start shooting the truck on our way out, we might lose some stuff. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it goes fast, but it is meant to withstand attack, right?
To a certain extent, I think it relies more on speed. Isn't that right, Colt?
I mean, it'll reflect a 9mm, no problem. But anything higher caliber is probably going to punch through and do some structural damage.
9mm is a small round.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that the longer we spend with the security team, the more time the two whatchamacallits have to catch up. The
Yeah, but we're talking 15 to 30 minutes. Gunfight. How long have you ever been in a gunfight that's 15 minutes long?
Okay, fair. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have legit fears here.
No, but
I am gonna say that we can't make a decision without Moxie.
No, I know. A guy walks up. It starts listening in. Doesn't say nothing. Not for a while. Eventually he says, "Hey, Oz, can I speak to you for a second? Just when you get a chance." Oz says, "Yeah, after we finish this."
Probably eye him awkwardly and be like, and then go back to the schematics.
Thank you for the bits, Car Mom. Appreciate you as always.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
We also had a hydrate. I don't know if you guys got that.
I did not. I
did.
missed it. But thank you.
I think it depends on the security team and how well they're kitted out. Because, I mean, yeah, gunfight's probably not going to last that long, but if they're carrying armor piercing and heavy shit, we won't last long enough.
Yeah.
Which I think is why Mox wants us to get out of there as fast as possible.
That's
so that
true.
we don't have to try and last out. I mean, I get not wanting to lose your cargo, but sometimes eggs break.
Yeah. The people are more important. We'll always be able to make more money.
Yeah, but we're taking a risk here. Our lives are on the line. We want to get that cargo.
What's so important about the cargo to you?
It's the money.
We can make money, Oz.
Is it that delicate?
I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, we don't have enough information to make an informed decision on that case.
Yeah.
Because if it's super delicate, well, we did what we could.
Right. All right.
But if they aren't gonna, if no one knows, Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
No, it's. I mean, I don't know what to say. I guess we'll discuss it tomorrow, before we get, or while we get everything set up.
Yeah.
All right,
We can finalize then.
that's good. He looks over at Guy and nods, and the two stand up. You all have a good evening. Probably gonna retire for the night.
Me too.
Two start walking away. Delilah hangs back. She's just in a lawn chair, sitting back, legs crossed, watching you guys.
I'm gonna look at the schematic again.
Okay.
So, Colt,
Mm-hmm.
we drop down, pop doors open, throw in these fancy mines, take out the drivers, jump in and just try to start it up and go.
I believe that was the plan, yeah.
Okay.
We'll use door crackers if necessary, but
Yeah.
we got the keys, so.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm not terrible at driving, but I suspect you're better. Because, I mean, you're you.
I was planning on driving.
Okay. So, primary driver, and I'll be there to take over if I need to.
Sure.
But also
Yeah, it's
just
on
to
you if I don't
help.
make it out. You'll have to,
Well, I mean,
get
you're gonna make it
Oz's-
out.
Let's just plan for the worst.
Okay.
You'll have to call Oz, so I'll flick you all these guys deets.
Okay.
She takes out her phone and starts sending you info.
All right. So while you're doing the whole driving thing, I'll be doing the contacting and passing messages.
Sounds good.
Got it. Toast? I'll hold up my beer.
She reaches down, picks hers up, and clinks it against yours.
Sex are the best.
And the rest can suck my dick.
Somebody clip that.
So yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Moving on to games. Wraith is asleep, yeah?
Went to bed early, read the letter, and then went to bed.
Understood. Moxie and Rex. What are y'all doing?
As she's driving back
Mm-hmm.
towards the Nook,
Mm-hmm.
you were really quiet during that meeting.
Yeah, just not sure. I don't know what we're doing, I guess. I mean, it seems like we want everybody to try to get away, but it just doesn't seem like that's going to be very practical. Think about it this way, Mox.
Mhm.
You get that car moving, and then you have to stop it for everybody to actually jump in.
No, I'm not moving it until everybody's in.
Oh,
Six.
it's staying
The six
still?
of us.
So you have to take out all the security detail first. Because you're not running past them.
No, but you can put down suppressive fire to make them move away from the truck. You can push them back. Then our netrunners can get in. You and I can get in. Colton checkers can get in. Once everyone's in, we go.
Okay.
I mean, suppressive fire will keep them away. With the other nomads actually shooting at them, couple grenades. Like, yes, we'll still be doing damage, we'll still be hitting them. But I want the suppressive to push them away from the truck.
I mean, looking at it, that's quite a run from up there to get inside the truck.
For
Who's
who?
gonna- For anybody.
You
talk-
should be near the truck.
I mean, not that close.
Are you dropping down from the canopy?
Are we all dropping down from the canopy? Is that what's going on?
I think, you know what? I need to look at a thing again. There was extra information I wasn't ready for, but we have 3 exit vehicles. John Boy, the Grundy, and the Bullet.
Mm-hmm.
We have a posture check, by the way.
I would say it's straighter, but I need to be closer to the microphone. I will posture check afterwards.
All right. Yeah, just I guess I don't see it. I don't see it in my head. I'm thinking we're up at those houses to the north. I don't know how much of a walk that is, but probably going to take you a little bit to get up there. And then you lay down suppressive fire and into the cargo hold.
No, you wait for them to come out.
Why wouldn't they take cover inside the cargo hold?
Because wouldn't you come out to stop the people that are trying to jack your ride?
I would until bullets start flying at my head, and then I
Right, but you
take
still have
cover
to get
wherever I
out
need.
first.
Sure. But why wouldn't I just... I guess why wouldn't I just jump back in?
You have to jump back out. I mean, you could. It's possible. I don't think they're going to sit in there and wait. I think
No,
that
I don't
vehicle
think that.
and I think that cargo is too important that once they stop, a couple of them are going to get out just to do a perimeter check. Make sure nothing comes.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't want to be trying to jump in there with them in there, you know what I mean? Getting close to a Saka ninja is fucking death sentence. You know?
I'll handle the ninja then.
My fucking hero.
Hey, you missed it. I evaded some fucking ninja at the party.
Ninja at the party?
Yes, fucker with a katana.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I did miss that one. Too much going on. Good for you.
Thanks.
No, I'm just
I can do
nervous,
close
that's all.
range. I can't do medium and far, and I want them away. So
I just, Moxie, I just think I should, I mean, your idea for suppressed fire is good, but you don't need like 10 people doing it. And I think I'd be better served from a distance with my sniper rifle popping off whatever guys are left behind.
there's I don't know. I only know of 2 people technically who can use suppressive fire.
Who?
You and Checkers.
Oh, shit. That's it?
I don't know.
I mean,
didn't
all you
ask
have to
the
do
nomads
is hold
what
the
they can
trigger.
do.
Yeah,
And
I
I
mean,
don't know
worth-
a good spot for you where you can shoot, especially through those canopies to
Yeah,
hit someone.
I was thinking
where the
about.
bullet's not an issue.
I was thinking about that.
Uh-huh.
What?
Go ahead.
There's a little kind of like a, I don't know, something on the dock or something. looks like it is high enough for me to take some cover behind, and far enough away that my sniper shots are going to be at optimal range. If you guys park at that pump on the far north.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could cover the street and the back of the truck. And maybe even inside. I don't know. Have to recheck.
Well, it also depends on which way the bullet faces.
I mean, that's true. If it faces the other way, it's not that great.
Mm-mm.
But,
And then you still have to get down from there, and how are you getting out?
I'll get to that. If it faces the other way, I will get down as soon as possible and make my way closer with my assault rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And do the plan the way you had suggested.
Mm-hmm. And if it doesn't,
Then I
how are
lay
you
down.
getting out?
I'll figure that part out. There's a big ocean out there. There's a bunch of boats.
no. You're gonna figure it out before we go out there.
There's a bunch of boats.
You can pilot a boat.
I mean, how hard could it be?
Okay, Wraith, chill. You know what? Sure, it's all part of your bigger picture.
No. I don't know. It's a small town. I could find somewhere to hide out. Wait.
I don't like that idea as much as you leaving with the rest of us.
I mean, you're going to have to take some of those other vehicles, right? You're not going to leave them behind, right?
They should have one for the north side and then the Grundy, which both are neither where you are.
They'll have to drive somewhere.
Yeah, but they can drive off-road.
Yeah. They could drop by and pick me up first.
Would they?
We
If
could
shit goes
ask.
south real badly, will they come get you?
Probably not.
Well, then that's a problem.
Well, what about your car then? You couldn't get me.
And what, my Vendée?
No, when the piece of junk, the blue thing.
Oh, the Glenna.
That's what you're taking, right?
I don't know what we're using to get up there.
I mean, my car will be there. I gotta stay in Night City.
That's right. So you could have your car nearby.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel better about that. Not great, but better.
See? I know what I'm doing. It's all part of a bigger picture.
Just don't.
I'm teasing.
Yeah, she's laughing. You don't need to.
I don't know. It's just my thought, Moxie. I think that you're underestimating how good, useful a sniper would be in this position, especially if I don't know, you can't make it into that cargo hold as easy as you think. I mean, if they're trained Sokka ninjas, I don't think they're going to lose their cool as much under suppressive fire. Potentially.
You may not. But they'll have to come out at some point if we can take that cab.
Oh,
or stop
I
the
mean,
bullet.
they're going to try to put us down, that's for sure.
You know, I can't see them hiding in a cab.
No, I mean, if they do, you
Or the
just get
cargo.
close and you throw nades in there. Maybe that's
No,
not
we
a
can't-
good idea.
No, we can't do that.
Maybe
Mhm.
that's not a good idea. Yeah.
Definitely not a good idea.
I guess you engage in melee at that point. Who are the best hand-to-hand combatants?
I believe Wraith can. Although I don't have a weapon, not one that's going to do anything.
Why don't you have a weapon that's going to do anything?
I mean, I have a combat knife. I use handguns. Have you seen the amount of
you're,
guns I
you're,
carry?
you're a good shot with a handgun, but
Yes, I am. But a combat knife is not going to do a lot of damage.
no. And not pretty much anything, probably. If they're armored up in anything heavier than, I don't know, an armor jack. Fuck, even Kevlar should take a fucking stab.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, I can, but sooner use my pistols.
Yeah.
Wraith can use melee, but he's...
You know who we need is Cass. Dude was,
Yeah.
Dude was a killer with his hands.
Maybe we could pick up Killjoy. I don't care if she flatlines.
Fuck no.
She's hard to kill.
Fuck Killjoy. How do you even know Killjoy?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Oh, shit. So that milk run, that wasn't?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That was because of her. She
That was her.
She put me down for a moment.
He starts getting really pensive at that moment. Started, like, thinking deeply. Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Fucking 8-ball.
Was he the one that told you about it?
Nah, but we got some of the same friends. Anyway, I don't like 8-ball.
I couldn't tell. You hide it very well. Very professional.
I try to be. Straight as this jacket.
She's so teasing. Like, she's so giving him shit.
I know. That's funny. That would be a cool pair to see. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Forgot to say that at the intro. Should have.
Yes.
We'll say it during the outro,
There we go.
since it'll be Mother's Day by the time we get there.
That's right. That's true.
All right. He says,
Oh boy. Hold on. We got cyber shades.
Yeah.
"Oh shit!
I'm gonna
Oh,
Who redeemed it?
Snap.
calmly do this.
Karma.
Hell yeah! I love cyber shades.
I need to.
I need to remember to fix
mine.
mine.
Yeah. Change the thing.
I'm surprised I've never charged mine, and they're still fully charged. I need this to connect.
I'm trying to find one that's not going to be like horrendous as I go. You know what?
I got this weird loopy loops. I could do some X's, or I could do swag. I think I did swag.
Ooh,
What's
swag.
leave written on here?
What? Let's do this.
I left something written on mine.
We have 2 redeems for Cyber Shades.
2 at
oh
the
my
same
goodness.
time?
Okay, twice as long.
All right, twice as
There we
long.
go.
All right, that's a lot of cyber shades.
But yeah, that's how I know Killjoy. Thank you for the hydrate.
Well, shit. Sorry, she's talk about killers.
Yeah, like I said, she put me down for a minute.
Yeah, that chick is trained Militech operative. She's no joke. You're
No.
lucky you're alive.
I have Cammy and Pons to thank for that.
That's good. It's good. Good you have good friends.
Good friends who know how to use fucking first aid kit.
Better than nothing. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. I didn't want to interfere with your vibe back there.
Could've.
I know.
If I didn't want people's opinion, I wouldn't have asked for it.
I tell you, this is the last fucking job I go on, that's for sure.
What, you're retiring after this?
No, not retiring. Just ain't gonna fucking do any field work. Fuck this.
Probably a smart call.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sense if he's feeling better about the mission, or if he still has those reservations that he's not going to make it, or someone's not? Not everyone's going to make it?
Roll human perception.
Yeah, you're really good at this.
I believe in you.
It was a 9, and then it rolled over to a 5, and I'm not impressed.
Aww.
15.
15? Doesn't... and that's with a +2?
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't appear to have any, if he is, he's playing it off.
Okay. That's all she has to say at this time, Tarax.
Okay. So the two of you, thank you for the bits again.
Oh, thank you
very much.
Very
Yeah.
nice of you. So the two of you start heading into Night City, and make casual conversation outside of that on your way in. And then he says, "Where am I dropping you off at? Just the Nook?"
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Pons, and then I'm dropping you off.
Oh yeah, you're driving.
Yeah.
He.
So you're good if I pull into the garage?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
I forget. Sometimes I'm just used to driving, I guess.
Sometimes I know a couple of hours feels like a week.
It does. Anyway, all right. Well, I'll catch you later. Stay frosty.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Take care. If anything changes in the plan, you text me, okay?
I will.
Cool. He taps the hood of the car and then heads out.
It's kind of awkward because she's kind of follow him
Oh,
because she's going to Pons' place, right? So
sure.
yeah.
Guys walk in the same direction for a little bit, but you break off early. And head into Pons' shop, who he kind of has like a few people in the lobby sitting on the waiting chairs. Yeah, he's not at the counter at the moment.
Can she see into, I think, surgery 1? You can actually see from the lobby?
There's a kind of like a swinging door with a little like circular hole, and you can look into his lab. If I remember right, double check this. Maybe you can see into surgery 1. Hold on. Where's the Nook? Oh god, I need to get contacts or something. I'm blind as hell.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you can't quite see it into there. There's doors.
Okay, and he's not in the lab?
He's not in the lab.
Can she go to the computer at reception and look at the surgery schedule?
You can certainly try.
She's accessed the computer before.
That's true. The computer does have like a passcode on it, though.
Oh, it's not open?
No, not today.
Shit. I don't think she's ever known the password. I think it's always just been unlocked.
I mean,
That's
you
a
can
problem.
attempt to guess the password if you'd like.
No. I don't think she's not Well, can I make a deduction to see if she would know? Is that
You could make a deduction, and I will give you a hint.
cool? Okay. That works. Oh, no. That's not going to go well. Mm-mm. I rolled a 1, followed by
Oh.
a 6.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's a 9, but it's still not great.
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
It's probably. I mean, knowing pawns is probably something he can easily remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's not a computer guy. That's the best I can give you for a 9.
She would try typing Rory's name.
Just Rory.
Just Rory.
Okay. Nothing work. It doesn't work.
Okay. I didn't think so. She'll just head to the... Nope, she'll sit and wait. She'll just sit and wait.
Okay.
Doodle on something until he's ready.
Okay, you just sit there and wait. Few hours pass, and he comes back out with a person who has like kind of like a wrapping around their head, and he says, "Now you take a few of these pills, and if anything blurs in your vision, you let me know immediately. All right?" Pats the guy on the back. The guy nods, makes his way out. He's got a pair of new Kuroshi cyber optics.
Nice.
Then, his spider walker goes over to the computer where he starts looking at it. Doesn't even look like he's seen you quite yet. Types in something into the computer, starts looking through, and then looks up now. He says, sees you. He says, "Oh, what are you doing here? You getting the surgery? I didn't see you on
No.
my schedule for today."
No, do you have a moment to talk?
He looks through the customers. He says, "How long?"
5 minutes.
"I got 5 minutes. You want to talk in the back?"
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Jacobs, we'll be right with you. One of the guys in the lobby looks up, nods, continues scrolling through his agent after that. Agent. Pawns walks to the back, holds the door open for you.
She'll walk through.
All right. You guys walk into the lab.
She'll move a bit away from the door. And before she turns to talk to him.
Okay.
I have a favor to ask.
Okay.
I remember once one of us went down and Kenna had a bag that kept the person stabilized until we got to see you.
Yeah, he has, oh, fuck. This is
Cryopump.
not him. Yeah, a cryopump.
Do you have one I could borrow for a few days?
Do I have one that you can borrow for a few days? I mean, doesn't, what's his face? Wraith should have one. Does he not?
Pretty sure he doesn't.
Wait, did you not take any in surgery?
I have 4 in surgery. I don't think it automatically gives me
Yeah, it does.
that, though. I have the page open.
just figure this out real quick.
Yeah, it's because I don't have any points in cryo systems operation.
Oh, that's right.
That's where you get it.
That's right. I thought it was surgery, but you're right. So he doesn't know shit about any cryo ops, huh? Well, who do you plan on getting to use it then? Because you
Right.
can't just shove a person in the bag and expect it to work.
I mean, how much does he have to actually know? Can he figure it out?
Not without proper training. No, you could end up hurting the person that goes in. If you don't do it right, drown them.
Okay. And
How
that's not like...
much does he know? Does he know any cryo ops?
I mean, at this point, I think you've talked to him more than I have. She pulls out her agent and texts Ray.
All right.
Hey, I'm with Pawns, trying to get a cryo pump. Do you know how to use one?
You get a text back. It's like, I haven't done it before, but I'm sure I can figure it out.
If I remember
Pawns says
correctly,
you need training.
Remember I interacted with those cryo chambers in the Jackal's Lantern, so I have some experience with them.
You mean with the liquid that fell all over into the floor?
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to use them. Well, he knows how not to use one.
That's great.
you do have pharmaceuticals, right?
Yeah, I have one of my levels in pharmaceutical, or 2 levels in pharmaceutical and 2 levels in surgery.
So each point you gain in pharmaceuticals gives you the 1 point in medical tech, so you can use one. You know the basic because it's part of that medical tech skill.
Is it? Okay, then yeah.
In both cryo tank ops and pharmaceuticals give you 1 point in the medical tech skill.
Yeah.
Surgery skill is a different thing. It doesn't give you any points in this, but but those both do. And so you said you have 2 in pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, I have 2 in pharmaceutical.
In that case, yeah, you do know basic operations on how to use it.
That's basically what I said in the text.
It is.
You want to amend the text slightly?
But now you know that you know.
To more than just, hey, I fiddled with this tank that I broke.
Yeah, because I think at that point you're not convincing her.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I roughly have an idea.
He says he has a rough idea.
Roll persuasion -2 because that's not convincing.
Oh, to me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can't see, what did I roll? Oh, that's not great. I think it's 12.
12.
Yep.
Give me a second here. He goes to his computer that he has in his lab, which is a different one, obviously. Starts looking things up. Can you put a deposit down?
Not cash. How much is it?
Well, it's not cash, I mean, I owe you. A cryo pump, if I can find one, is $5,000. I would not ask for a $5,000 as a deposit. I was thinking like 1.
Okay. How long's your next surgery for?
Probably about 4 hours.
Okay, no, I need to be gone by then. Here, and she's gonna pull out the key card to her Avante,
Okay.
and she's gonna hand it to him.
Looks down at the key card. What is this?
My Toyota Avante that's in the parking garage.
I mean, is it real? All right. All right.
Like I said, I don't have the cash, but that's more than the cryo pump should be worth. So
Takes in a deep breath, sighs, moves over to a certain area in his laboratory, into like he's got like a few bags in a cabinet, and one of them like the bags are like sealed and vacuum sealed. So it's just like this flat plastic bag with like a biohazard label over it. He says, "You be fucking careful with this, okay?"
I will be extremely careful with it.
Hands it over.
Thank you. I mean, I just figured it'd be better in case
Yeah.
we need to get someone back to you.
I mean, I'm not the best cryo tank operator neither, but
I'm
it's useful to have one.
just in case something bad goes down.
Sure.
I'd rather have something to get with a little more, I don't know, substance to get them back here to you.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it'll be better than you dragging them half bleeding dead everywhere, so...
Well, that was kind of my thought, yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of fucking mopping this floor, so... Sounds good.
Thank
I
you.
really need to hire an assistant.
You really do. I mean, I can help out on my days off. And no, well, didn't Ray say he wanted to... was gonna work for you? With you?
I don't know. I never can tell with that guy.
I think he was somewhat serious.
Perhaps. We'll see.
But yeah, no, we'll talk when I get back.
Alright. Sounds good.
She goes to step out, kind of pauses, and then she'll go back over and hug him tightly,
Okay.
and just be like,
Seems
thank you.
surprised and like kind of pats you just once.
Mhm.
Just take care of everybody, Moxie. If anything, Rafe made me more nervous to hear about whatever you planning here.
Wraith is more nervous about it.
Yeah, this feeling I got. You think you're gonna be all right?
I think, yeah, we'll be fine.
All right. Well, keep it frosty.
I think this is less dangerous than when I came back from the lanterns, so there's that.
Well, Wraith almost didn't walk out of that one. Actually, he didn't walk out of that one.
I mean, I came to you the first time unconscious. I've come to you unconscious a couple of times, and one was just because I got stuck in an alley, and the other one was because of a really bad car chase. So, I mean, danger level of the job doesn't really factor at that point, I don't think. Anything can go sideways.
Yeah, I can. I just... Kids, you do whatever you gotta do, I guess, to make your cash. I won't understand it. There are ways to make money that isn't running the edge, you know?
Well, we can't all be incredible doctors like you.
No, that's true. That's true.
So instead, we're going to take cryo pumps and survive to get to the Incredible Doctor to patch up any injuries, if there are any. It's minor injuries.
Yeah, I thought I was done with my past working days, but since y'all came to this neighborhood, that seems like all I'm doing these days. I'm only teasing.
All right. Yeah, no, see, you better be, because you gave me shit when I took him to a hospital.
I know. No,
right.
I'd rather have he come here than one of those fucking cesspools of bacteria and disease.
And we will. And I will come down on my days off to help keep it clean.
I will admit, facility can be better sometimes, so may need to take them there anyway if they have any major surgery to do. But
What do you mentioned that once before, that you
Mhm.
weren't equipped to take care of us.
yeah,
What do you need?
a facility.
Well, facility is a building.
Uh-huh.
You have a building.
Yeah, like a big laboratory. Lots of equipment that I don't have. Other doctors to help me operate. I need a lot of things to make this more legit than it is, I suppose.
Like an actual clinic
Like an actual clinic, yeah.
for the neighborhood.
I mean, this is
Okay.
an actual clinic, but I'm talking about
A
facility.
fully staffed. Yeah, okay.
Fully staffed.
hmm I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That probably won't come unless I make some real money.
Or you know some people on the edge that can get you some things.
Would probably need more space in this. It's already cramped.
We'll talk when I get back.
All right. Well, you take care then.
You too.
Keep it
And
frosty.
she'll head out. Head upstairs. Grab her gear. Look over the map one more time now that she has this new information. She'll spend some time with that.
What new information?
That she got from the nomads with like the concrete barriers, and we also have these grenades, and we have drones,
Oh.
and this is all information she didn't have when she made her plan.
Right.
So she's just gonna spend like an hour. I know she told the nomads, "I'll be right back." 4 hours later.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Fine. Spend some time with them. Look
Okay.
over the map again, and then how much would it be to take a cab back out there?
A cab?
Yeah.
Probably about 40 eddies.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Okay. Sure. Yep. Let's do that.
You're gonna take the cab out there, huh? Okay.
Well, she gave her
Her
car
keys.
key
yeah.
to Pawns,
Right.
and yep.
And he asked like where it is and stuff.
Oh yeah. She'll also leave like. Oh no! Wait, there were other things I wanted to do.
Okay.
Wait, hang on.
Now
She'll leave,
is
like-
the time.
Some food for like a few days for Vim in his tank.
Okay.
And then I want to draft emails to FC and Deeps.
Okay. What are you gonna say to each?
Deeps has attached the information that the Campbell file information that she still hasn't looked over.
Okay.
That says, you know why you're getting this email. Here's all the information I have. And she'll do a quick summary of what she knows. Sorry I couldn't help you out. I hope this helps. Moxie.
Okay.
And then to FC, She drafts, if you've received this email, assume I've been flatlined. This is all the evidence I have on the Jackal's lantern. I trust you to write the article. Sorry, boss. Moxie. And she's going to delay those to send on, like, Tuesday?
Sure. Your agent
So if
says,
she gets back, she can cancel them. But if she dies, it goes out.
next Tuesday,
No, because we're, yeah.
yeah,
The mission's Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
That
Maybe Wednesday. We'll do Wednesday just to be safe.
your agent, chirps. We'll take care of sending those emails for you.
Thanks, Agent. And then can she conceal her laptop and the documents that she has in the apartment?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a reveal conceal and then document your result.
Mm-hmm. That was 10, followed by 4. $27.
27 is pretty damn good. Okay,
Yep.
so you're hunting around for a good hiding spots within your apartment, and you look underneath the sink where you find one of the bottoms of the cupboard under the sink is actually like can lift up. You just stash it in there, put it back down, replace all of the chemicals or cleaning chemicals and whatnot. And that is pretty damn concealed.
Awesome. That's actually it. And then I'll take the cab back.
Okay. So if you're going to take the cab back, hey, thanks for the pizza and drinks, buddy. Appreciate you as always. I'll give you like a cheers right here.
Thank you.
I haven't had dinner yet, so I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. When you head back, or when you get back to the camp, I don't know how long it took you for all of these things. Trying to think, probably a few hours.
Couple hours waiting for Pawns. A couple hours.
And I think at this point, a lot of the activity at the camp has died down. Oz, Delilah, and Guy are all not present in the camp. Although, going back for a second, there is a moment where you hear Checkers and Deeps and Cammy. You hear Guy raise his voice. They're not fucking one of us, though. And then kind of like elevated voices talking, but not at a level that you could really make out without some effort. Okay. Then hours pass. They head back into the main camp, which you guys are not allowed into. And Colt's just sitting there with a beer in her hand. She looks drunk as hell. She's just kind of like got one of those 1,000-yard stares where she's just looking into the fire that's mostly died down and just smoking. And she's got her beer, like half-drank beer in her lap that she's holding loosely between her hands and just zoned out. That's when you pull up Moxie in the cab. Actually, the cab, there's no planks
Drops
laid
me
down.
off away.
It drops
Yeah.
you off at the bottom of the hill. And you have to do a little bit of a trek. But you get up. The guard at the gate, he doesn't recognize you at first, but as soon as you tell him your name, he gives the go-ahead to open it. And you walk in.
And I see Cammy, Deeps, Colt, and Checker still at the campfire.
Yeah. Although Cammy is like got her head on her knees, and she does not look awake.
How do you two look?
sleepy-ish, but still awake.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not drinking heavily because we have a mission coming up. So.
You guys are all responsible and shit.
Look at us. Mox walks up. She's got all her gear on her. She puts it down next to a chair, sits in. I miss anything of importance?
I'm gonna glance over at Colt. Is she paying attention?
Nope, she's just mouth kind of like half open, staring at the fire. She might actually be asleep too.
I mean, there was a tense moment, but don't really know what it was about.
With you guys?
No.
No.
Okay.
With,
Internal. But, I guess it could have been about us.
they did say something like, they're not one of us.
Nomads normally don't let outsiders ride with them. They're very family oriented. They don't know you. Take it personally.
I can respect.
I don't like that you're coming much. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Well, if it's just Guy, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Delilah wants you here, and that's all that fucking matters in all his mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking
is that?
bed. She pushes herself up unsteadily from her chair and like drunkenly swaggers over to the door. She like leans left and then right and tumbles left again and then thunks against the door, nearly falls over, catches the door with her hand and holds herself up, opens it, and then thunk. Fuck, can you close the door?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Walk up,
Sword over.
and closes the door.
Is Colt standing or is she just on the ground?
No, she's laying on the ground, like her face, like to one side on the ground.
You planning on sleeping here?
Yeah, it's comfortable. Hey, the first time, just close the fucking door.
I'm gonna look around. Is there a blanket or anything like directly nearby? Tarp?
Yeah, there's
Anything?
kind of like an Afghan thrown over one of these small, like as the bed, like the over the. There's like a small couch in there.
She'll grab the Afghan, toss it over Colt, and then close the door.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay.
As she walks back, can she like poke Cammy's side?
Yeah. What's up? I'm good. I'm awake.
Mhm.
What?
Mm-hmm. You're so not awake.
I'm good. What's up?
Mm-hmm. Anything we need to talk about before we take off tomorrow?
Deeps and I are discussing plans. We're gonna decide, which deck he should use. I'm gonna jump in first to Pathfinder, and then he'll jump, depending on my result, he'll jump in after me.
Okay. When we get up there tomorrow, if you can, I don't know, test it with a drone. See if you guys can actually reach a node through the tunnels without moving.
Without moving a gate, that's a good idea.
I thought so. That's why I suggested it.
Smart.
Oh. Great.
What?
So, Oz is worried about whether we should take out the security team before trying to drive off or not. He wanted to talk about it, and I basically told him that he needed to talk to you, Mox.
Thank you.
Because he can't change the plan. split
I
up.
mean, we're going to be taking them out, ideally, at the same time while we're taking the bullet. It's
Yeah.
going to be a lot at once, guys. It's going to be a lot at once, and
He's really concerned about the bullet taking fire and possibly damaging the cargo.
I mean, it's possible,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not
that's
going to
more or
shoot
less
at
what I
it,
said.
and they're not going to shoot at it if they don't need to. I mean, that's their cargo they're supposed to protect, and part of your job is to protect it, not destroy it. So until it gets to a point where they don't think they're going to win that fight, I don't think we need to worry about it.
Okay,
But thank you.
just letting you know.
That's good to know going into. You guys, none of you do melee, right? Combat? Just double checking. Checkers,
Nope.
you've got your assault rifle and grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you feel about dropping the other back? Or being farther away? Not farther away,
mean-
near the back.
Kind of puts a lot of stress on Colt because then she has to make sure she gets. She and I were talking about doing both the doors at the same time.
No, you
on
have
one
to
and
do
on the
both
other.
doors at the same time.
Well, yeah, right. But unless there's going to be someone else with her, the thing is I need to be up there so I can take over if something happens and drive off.
Well, you only really need to be up there if the keys don't work, right? Like a key, it's just a standard key, car key. Anyone could use it to open the door.
Yeah. I mean, anyone can use the key. I'm just saying,
Right.
like,
So if you're near, like, closer to the back of the truck to throw tear gas grenades, to throw smoke grenades to obscure the area, as long as the key works, I can open a door. I can take them
Yeah.
out. It's just if the key doesn't work, I don't want you so far that you can't then come up to help out, but you've got time because you can't use that door cracker till they get the EMP shielding down.
okay.
So is that, like, so I still want you close by in case, but if anyone can use a key,
Listen, they're the ones who said they wanted me up front.
yeah, because if the keys don't work, you're the one who has to get the door open.
Yeah. I'm
But we're
just
going to know
saying,
real
like,
fast if those keys work or not.
If you want me near the back, that's fine. Just make sure everyone's clear on it.
I will.
And remember, I don't run so well.
I know. I'll factor that in. We'll factor that in tomorrow.
Okay. Just as long as we're all good.
Yes. I need you close enough where you can run to the door if we need you, given however much time we have before that shielding comes down. No more than 6 seconds, I would say.
Okay.
And I mean, the bullet's not too long. You should be able to do it, I'm thinking. But we'll double check.
All right.
Oh, and you two. She points to Cammy and Deebs.
What's that?
All their drones. Do you need to be within 6 meters of all of them, or are they all like hooked up to the same network and you only need to be close to one to control all of them?
I assume they're attached to some sort of a network. And so we have to be within 6 meters of that network.
And we
Which is
don't know.
what, right, which is what we're hoping to accomplish by taking out that network.
No, our drones.
Oh, our drones?
Mhm.
Our drones.
Yeah, our drones.
Because what's that network? Like, what needs to be close to you?
I don't know, whatever they use to attach all the drones to.
Okay. But you can control all the other drones from wherever they are as long as you're close to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but it would take all our focus to control them.
Yeah, it would.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's my question though. How does a drone know to go from I'm not going to shoot everything I see to I'm going to shoot everything I see?
Well, a demon and badges, usually.
AI.
Yeah.
So if it's badges and a demon, who tells? Like, I don't want them shooting at that bullet when the bullet pulls up. I don't want it shooting until we say go. So how do we make that happen? Does one of you need to be hooked in so that on go, you just actively tell the demon, yep, you can go shoot everything without a badge now, and then you go into the other network?
Yeah, I guess that's how you'd have to do it.
And you said one of you's going in first.
I mean, we could probably program something to do that on a timing.
I don't know that we'll...
But yeah,
I mean, if we hooked up a mobile phone to it, we could just text the mobile phone to go off and start the process.
That could work.
Okay,
We'd
I'm
have to
gonna
rig
leave
it
you
up.
to think on that, because I would like to have those drones do whatever they're going to do. I didn't ask, but I don't want it to do anything before we tell it to.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want your focus on our drones when once that bullet arrives, because I know where your focus is going to be.
Well, basically, we just have to write a virus for that architecture that states that when this happens, activate this.
So what's your X to activate Y?
That's what I'm meaning. That's why like a mobile phone would work, or
Does
some
it
sort of
agent?
yeah,
Oh, does it have to
basically.
be disposable?
I don't know yet. I'd have to play with it. I've never made that before.
Yeah, not really something I'm familiar with either.
Okay. Well, we have a long drive ahead of us, so if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Might be able to help with it some.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing else,
Did you get everything?
yeah. And I picked up a cryo pump, so I'm gonna give that to Wraith. It'll help keep someone stabilized if they go down. I'm really hoping we don't need it.
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
nice?
Yeah, he went to bed.
That's okay. You can pick it up in the morning. We're all going to the same place tomorrow.
Yeah. On that note, I think I'm gonna turn in too.
Yeah, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna get some sleep.
All right.
Here.
Cream.
Nova. Night.
So you guys all go to your collective beds. And that is where we will take our intermission. So thank you all for coming tonight. We're going to take a brief 10-minute intermission just to get refreshments, recharge batteries, that kind of thing. We will be back after the break. See you soon. Oh, yeah. We'll say it when we get back. Okay. Bye.
Bye, BRB.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Oh, looks like somebody's still wearing their glasses. Thanks for
We had
sticking
a double
around.
redeem.
Thanks for sticking around.
You're the best of us.
So we return with our crew has just done some more planning and got some gear from Night City and returned back to the Nomad camp where Deeps and Checkers overheard kind of a tiff between Oz and Guy, where they distinctly heard the phrase, "They're not one of us." Other than that, they did not find out anything else. Though Colt did later reveal that Guy doesn't really want you guys to come. Well, you're not nomads. And it's kind of like Delilah's word that is allowing you, I suppose, to be here. The group then all heads to bed for the night, where they or where you go to sleep in your collective tents, and wake up the next morning feeling refreshed. Games probably wakes up first.
I was gonna say I don't think Colt woke up feeling refreshed.
I said you guys.
This is true.
There's the smell of coffee and the sound of a crackling fire from outside your tent.
I'm gonna get up and start tearing down my camp.
Okay. You wake up and you get out of your tent, and you can see Oz there in front of the campfire. He's got kind of like a kettle on. He says, "Morning. You want some coffee?"
Hey. Morning. Yeah, I'd love some coffee. Hey, after I get this torn down, is there somewhere I can store this here? This stuff won't need to come with me, so.
You don't have to tear it down yet. We'll take care of that when we come back. If you want to help, you can help them load up the the Grundy.
All right.
Go wake up Colt and have her pull it out.
Go over. I'm gonna roll over to Colt's door and knock.
Okay. What? Oh, someone's got their headset on quite loud.
Hey, I was told to come wake you up.
Fuck you.
Don't kill the messenger.
You hear a hammer on the door. And then,
All right, well, I suppose I could go get the Grundy ready myself.
no, you're not fucking touching that thing.
I'll get you when I'm done.
You hear some scuffing around inside that gets a little more rapid after you say, "I'll get you when you're done." And then the door opens. Colt's got kind of like a short blonde haircut, and it's like all matted in different directions. And she
I
like
hand her
wipes
the
off.
cup of coffee that I had.
Okay. She takes coffee. Thanks. Wearing the same thing as the day before, obviously. And takes a step down off this trailer stairs. And walks you to kind of that canopied area where she does most of her mechanic work. There's a few different vehicles set out. One is a large green truck. We're talking like super hauler, like tow truck style, but on the with like an extended cab, extended bed, and on the front has this giant like bulldozer plow. That's lowered down at the moment and beat up with use. And she says, "What are we doing with this thing?"
I was told to get it ready, so...
All right.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Is there somewhere safe around here that I can keep something until we get back?
Sure. What are you keeping? Depends.
It's a shoebox.
Yeah, you can put it in my trailer.
All right, nobody's gonna go through your trailer or anything?
I shouldn't. Especially not for a fucking shoebox.
All right.
Here, I'll take it. I'll put it somewhere.
He hands her the box that Moxie gave him.
She looks down at it. What's in this thing?
Memories. Letter from a friend.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, give me a sec. If you want, behind the truck here, there's a little trailer, and this is what she's pointing at. That's hitched up to the back of the truck, and underneath, like a very large lump underneath a tarp is there. Underneath that tarp is Graph 3. If you could unstrap it from the trailer, we're going to use that thing. Help us out.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to work getting the Graph 3 ready.
Okay. So, yeah, she pulls, or you pull the tarp off, and sure enough, there's kind of like a older Graph 3. It's kind of scratched and dented in certain places with use, but it still seems to be in working order. And for those of you who don't know, it's a large construction bot in kind of roughly a giraffe shape.
Pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She heads into her trailer, returns the box, and then pulls or returns after you unstrap the thing. She has a little remote control console, and she sparks the thing to life. You know how to use one of these things?
Yeah, I bet I can figure it out.
Okay. She hands you the remote. If you could just walk it, keep the head down until you get outside the canopy.
Sure.
Just walk it over behind my trailer. There's a bunch of concrete pillars. I'm going to pull the Grundy over there.
All right. I am going to move rapidly.
Okay. Do a pilot land vehicle check.
Hey, can I spend 2 luck on this?
Do you really want to spend 2 luck right now?
So I'm not great at piloting land vehicle. If this were basic tech, I would be a little better at it. But
I mean, it's up to you how you spend your luck.
no, I will save my luck. But now I'm gonna wreck the Graph 3. 7 plus land vehicle. 7 plus 6. I got a 13.
It's fine. All you're doing is walking the thing. It takes you a little bit to get used to the controls, and that'd be a -1 because you've never done this before, so 12. But still.
You're assuming I've never done.
I know that you haven't.
Didn't you work for a construction company briefly?
I did.
Yeah, that's not anywhere on your sheet, so no. It takes you a few minutes, and it starts moving slowly in the direction that you want. She starts up the truck, and at this point, all of you are awake at the sound of the roaring engine from the Grundy and the mechanical robot noises. She pulls the truck around, flipping it backwards to back into this kind of area behind her trailer, which has an assortment. It's like a mini junkyard. Has like a, few rusted bodies from old cars and just piles of scrap metal and rubber tires and but among those are actually like a few different stacks of concrete barriers. And so she has you pull over there and eventually lift up the graph head and then lower it so that way you guys can strap these chains around and start like hauling and then unstrap and pull them off and start loading up the truck. What are the three of you?
I'm gonna go get coffee.
All right.
Do
Oz
I
is
wake
there.
up in time? Sorry. Do I wake up in time to see the graph? Or the...
Yeah, you see it walking.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow that.
Okay. So you go back with Wraith and Colt as they're strapping these chains around concrete barriers and then attaching it to the graph's head so that way it can lift it like a mini crane.
I love these things.
I know, they're cool, huh?
I wanted to work for them back, before I stopped being corporate.
Oh, yeah? We actually
Yeah.
boosted these off of a Zarifa transport.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty
We do this work a
I
lot
just
more than
love
you
them.
think. Zarifa was a lot lower key. Oh, thank you for the sub,
Yeah.
Charlemagne.
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
No, thanks
Very nice
Jazia,
of you.
for the gift sub.
Thank you for the gift
Oh,
subs.
that's a gift sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very kind of you. If you get a gift sub, make sure you thank Jinzia.
For sure.
Oh god, I lost my train of thought now. You just she says I'm sorry, what did you say last?
She was talking about boosting them
Oh yeah.
and how they do
the-
this work more often than we think.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all she has to say. And then just continues like strapping the work. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's not hard work, but it is kind of exhausting.
I'd be helping.
Okay. Between the three of you guys and using the graph, she does look at you again and says, let her control the thing.
All right. I hand you
Look,
the
she's
remote.
just excited, that's all.
No, I get it. I'm all for it.
Cool.
I take a minute or two to figure out the controls and then start working with it.
Sure thing. This will
You want me
count
to
if you
roll?
ever have to use it in the future. You don't get the -1 anymore.
Nice.
You want me to roll for it?
It's really easy to break the GM, by the way. Sure, if you want to do a roll, sure, why not?
I'm going to put a note on my sheet about this.
You put it on your sheet.
Nice. Special skills.
Has used a graph once.
14.
Okay. -1 is 13. I mean, this isn't like super complicated work here, guys. So
Yeah, but I'm just frowning at the -1, but it's fine.
okay. Well, you have used one before. You said you. Oh wait, you did say you've used one before, didn't you?
No, I didn't say I'd used one before. My character wanted to work for that company
Oh,
when she was much younger,
gotcha.
and so she's been obsessed with them. So it's highly likely she would have. Do I know for a fact? No.
I'll give it to you.
I remember seeing her do it. Does that help?
No. You guys continue to load up the Grundy. Deeps and Moxie and Cammy all crawl out of their respective tents. Oz is there at the fire pit over some coffee. He pours you a small ceramic cup, hands it over to you.
Thank you.
Cup says, "I love my dad."
She did. She's gonna cover it with her hand and drink
Oh.
and not think about that.
Okay. Just kind of like sits back or stands there watching the graph get loaded. The Grundy get loaded. I'm gonna collect all the gear in a duffel here in a minute. Make sure we're all set.
Yeah, what vehicles are we taking up?
We're taking the Grundy. That's what my crew's taking.
Okay.
You guys?
Oh, we've got the Galena. I wasn't sure if there was something else you had.
That's all we're taking. Keep it minimal, in case we have to leave something behind.
I understand that, yeah. Is there anything else that needs to be done other than packing the gear up?
Nope, not now. We just need to pack up these things, and then we'll load up the drones.
What are the drones equipped with, by the way? What can they do?
What are they equipped with?
Yeah.
Let's see.
As I rifle through my papers.
Tactical
Written
nukes.
some stuff out.
I don't know where I put this note.
I try. I don't know why, but I do.
Like, that's a little much. Scale it back. You gotta dream a little smaller.
Precision tactical nukes.
I think you went the wrong direction there.
Oh.
Chaotic news.
Chaotic nuclear.
Neutron bombs.
There we go.
Neutron bombs today?
I thought I lost a bunch of progress and I almost freaked out.
All your notes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no more
Maybe we
enemies.
would've
Look at
just
that,
won.
guys. We're fine.
This is a
Yay!
walk in the park.
Woo!
Well, the two roto drones have 12 millimeter rounds, armor penetrating. Spider drone's got a...
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, there's not... You can't fit too much onto them. The spider drone's got a... kind of an SMG attached to it. And the little roto drone also uses a 12 millimeter round. The Doberman just has his jaws.
Okay.
It's meant to run up and pull things down mostly. Tear
That's
it
good
up.
to know. Alright.
Graph 3 doesn't have any sort of weaponry.
Yeah, she looks over at it as it's loading the barricades.
Yeah.
No, I assume it's more for...
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Yep. Thinking about this. It's kind of a long drive, 9 hours. We're going to be driving through Snake Nation territory to get there. So, always good to be on guard. I would definitely sit in your seats with your weapons at the ready, just in case.
Do I know where that territory is roughly within the time frame of the drive? If not, she'll ask. She won't if she knows.
I mean, Nomad territory is kind of in roads, so it's just the 101, really.
Yeah, but is it like, does it start like 2 hours after they get in up to like the destination, or is it?
It's much closer. They typically would patrol like somewhere on the north end near Night City.
Destination? Oh, okay, to us. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll make sure everyone has the. Yeah, has their guns out.
All right. All right.
We'll follow you.
Sounds good.
Well,
Take care.
you too, Oz.
He heads up into the kind of, restricted area, for lack of a better term. Where, he's getting the stuff ready. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you head
we
out there?
leave,
Yeah.
I would approach Checkers.
Okay. Is there anything else before that? So we don't have to jump backwards.
No, I'm just getting ready to go.
I want to talk to Wraith about the cryo pump, so that's when we leave. When
Okay.
He's done with Checkers, I assume.
Okay. We'll do that conversation first, then Wraith and Checkers.
You ready for all this?
Ready as it can be.
I want to start by saying I'm sorry that I drug you into all of this. But I'm glad to have you around.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'm glad to be around. It's a little chaotic, don't get me wrong, but pretty much been my life for a while, so it's all good.
Sure. Also, I have been instructed to hug you, so I'm wanting to know, would it be okay for me to embrace you?
Hug me.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, but like, why are you instructed to hug me?
Pons told me that he owed you a hug and that I had to pay it. So-
Aw.
I just
Okay.
don't want to offend you in the process here.
No. It's totally fine. Come here.
I give her a deep, meaningful bear hug, the way I would imagine Pons doing it.
She kind of vibrates with excitement.
Okay.
I'm sure that you'll be able to thank him on the other side of this.
Totally.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. And I am going to go to get in the vehicle. Put my chair in the back.
In the Galena.
Mhm.
Okay.
Moxie's loading it up, or would be in the process of it. And as you approach Wraith,
Yes.
so the reason I asked you about a cryo pump is I borrowed one from Pons.
Those aren't cheap.
I know, so nothing can happen to it.
Yeah. Hopefully we won't need it.
I'm hoping not either, but I figured it was better than not.
Can I make a point of order though?
You can pitch your idea, yeah, sure.
Sure. You told me I'm allowed to do the first part and then I need to disappear, yeah?
Well, you're in the station.
It's hard for a med tech to use a cryo pump if they're not in the action.
I don't want the med tech shot so that he can use the cryo pump. If you want to go out and get someone and stabilize them, sure. But I don't want you bleeding out before. I don't want you to be the person bleeding out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you can't really use one on yourself.
Exactly. So stay clear as much as you can, because of all of us, you're the best shot at keeping us alive while we're out there
I got you.
and back.
Everybody's coming back. We're all right.
Everybody's coming back. Don't break this.
I'm not gonna break it. Have you known me to just break things before?
Weird shit happens around you. Just this really. I would really this come back in one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Did he by any chance send the instruction manual with it?
No, that's why I asked you if you could use it.
Well, yeah, no,
You
I
said
can
you
use
need
it. I was just
training.
wondering if he also
No, 'cause-
sent the manual.
If you need a manual, he wasn't going to. Are you sure you can use this?
I'm positive.
If it breaks, I lose my car. I'm going to be very upset if I lose my car.
Yeah.
Just
no.
so we're clear.
I will make sure you don't lose your car.
Okay.
I like that the glasses hide my eyes. These are my poker glasses.
Because your voice is so convincing.
You may notice there's the pop-up rocket launcher and rocket in the back as well.
Ooh.
Nice. I don't need it for any reason, but
No, and she
Glad that we
definitely
have it.
does not point it out to you and has made an effort to not have it on
Conceal
the top
it.
for just anybody to see. She hasn't concealed it. She hasn't done that much effort in case we need it, but it's certainly not sitting on top.
fair enough.
So I will leave that to your discretion as to whether or not you may have seen it.
I don't think I probably did. I was too busy trying to figure out how to use a biopump.
Cryo
So
pump. Cool.
yeah,
All
cryo
right.
pump. Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you had instructions on a garden somewhere.
I have a big concept of the way it works.
To be fair, there's probably a QR code on it that you
Right, scan to get the
for
manual.
the yeah.
And when Checkers shows up, unless
Okay.
there's something else you wanted to do.
No.
She
She'd pretty much go from the hug to the car.
Can you actually, like, outside knowledge question?
Mhm.
What skill would you need? Like, do you need a base in a level for driving a car to also be able to shoot?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Because you said, like, driving, there's like a base to drive without making a check. You need to have a base 10.
Oh, you need a base 10, correct, yeah.
Is there anything that you like would shooting in addition to, like, if you have a base 10, can you drive and shoot? Does
No.
that?
You have to
Okay.
use, what it means is you have to use your action to drive.
But you can do that without rolling.
As long as it's not dangerous.
Depends, yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do, yeah. If you're
Okay.
just trying to drive straight down a road with no pressure, yeah.
Okay. So sorry, Checkers. I just wanted to double check things. So we're going to drive through. Actually, everyone, we're going to drive through Snake Nation territory. So if they come after us, we're going to have to fire back, potentially.
Oh,
Your weapons
okay.
at the ready. Checkers, are you comfortable driving in that kind of situation? Are you comfortable driving for like 9 hours? Or a
Yeah.
good stretch?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. That's fine.
And you feel confident?
What I would like to point out, if Checkers is driving, who has long range weapons?
Not me.
I have shotguns. I'm good at ship-to-ship combat.
She's the only one in our car with a long range weapon.
I mean, can any of you use my gun?
No.
And no.
Fine. Here, I'll hand the keys to Moxie.
She takes them. She's not sure what the sure voice was, and she gives you this weird look. Like, okay.
Well, if none of you can use the gun, and you guys care about me having a long range, or having one long range weapon at least, then
Well-
I can't drive.
Well, we could do shifts
Yeah.
if we know when snake territory is, right? Is it right outside?
It'll be at the beginning of the trip, yeah.
Oh.
I could probably use your gun. He seems very disingenuous when he says this.
I'm sorry you're put out. I think it's more important that we have someone who can shoot farther away than since we have
No,
multiple people who can drive a car.
I am fine with it. It's fine. No big deal.
Okay, well, figure out where you're gonna be. And Roxy gets in the driver's seat.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop in passenger. Like front passenger.
From passenger.
Back middle.
Isn't there only two? Oh, no, there's 3 people in the back.
No.
Yep. You, just so I'm clear, that Moxie's driving, or Moxie or Checker's driving? I forget.
I am. Moxie.
You're driving.
Moxie is driving.
Who's shotgun?
Checkers.
Me.
Checker's shotgun, and then Wraith, Deeps, and Cammy in the back.
Yes.
All right, you guys all pile in, and the Grundy is kind of like waiting there for you. And Cole just, or I'm sorry, I guess Oz leans out the passenger door window and says, "All right, we're gonna head out. You just follow us. Stay close. You got a radio?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tune in to what do we got? 101.2.
Best
All right.
hits of today, 101.2.
It's like a mission station we have to. The Edge. Anyway.
Gonna be a radio station somewhere.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Welcome to the Edge.
Edge.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Tune into it.
you just doxed yourself. If anybody knows.
I'm sure there's multiple You guys want to look that way, go for it.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
the
for the gift subs, Chenzia.
More
Oh,
gift
thank you
subs.
very much.
Thank you. Mal, if you're looking for a group, we have a channel in our Discord. You
Yeah.
can post to. There's a few people in there looking for a group. All right, so the group heads out into the into the nature, I guess. You guys are heading down the roads, and you drive over the Talaki Ridge hills on your way down the 41 to eventually meet up with the 101 and Atascadero. It's a long journey, and if there's any conversations or anything that you'd like to have on the way, otherwise I'll just continue forward.
Can we go past the Hearst mansion? If so, I'd like to stop and look around.
No, but you passed by a Marriott
Oh, nice.
and the Hambly Lavender Farm.
Ooh.
A lot of the road is kind of in a state of disrepair, as the free state of California hasn't fully recovered from the aftermath of the Fourth Corporate War. A lot of the land, which once was kind of forests and greenery, especially the further north you get has been turned into desert wasteland, and the hills are light but present. You have to drive down a few winding roads on your trek northward. The road is littered with ghost towns. Nobody present in them. And the road itself is mostly empty. There's cars here and there. As you continue northward, there's this kind of sense of dread as you drive through what you know to be Snake Nation territory. However, you pass through the territory without an issue. And you breathe easy when you start heading around the outskirts of San Jose, which is a large city in Northern California. The city itself it's not seen the nuclear kind of fallout that Night City has, but it's definitely seen war, especially on this route, which is a major transport route going from North California to anywhere, really. Anywhere southward. Destroyed buildings, and there's even a part of the 101 that you have to drop off into side streets into the actual city in order to get back onto the road. Like an overpass has been completely crumbled and destroyed, so you have to exit and then come back on a little later. But again, nothing happens. You guys are about
just nice to be out of, the inversion smog.
I mean, that ended a while back.
I know, but man, it sticks with you.
You
guys are about
in your throat.
3 hours in now as you pass through Fremont. And you can see San Francisco across the... what is the name of this bay? I forget. Oh, San Francisco Bay.
Francisco Bay.
And driving past kind of the outskirts of Oakland, which is, or at least once was, known for its crime back when. It definitely looks like it. You continue on northward, on and on. Lots of over lots of territory. There are some forests the farther north you get, like you can see the San Francisco National Reserve off on the right side of the road as you pass or leave San Francisco. That's mostly been preserved. Continuing on northward. Drive for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Oregon does get to be a little bit more green. Just the amount of precipitation that it gets is just impossible for it not to grow back after some time. Though it does suffer from areas of probably acid rain. But you definitely leave the point where you'd feel like there'd be like a sandstorm. Though there is a point during your trip where you do see a sandstorm off in the distance somewhere. just tearing up this big wall of dust. It's crazy to look at. You continue on north through a bunch more ghost towns until you arrive at your destination in Grants Pass, Oregon. You come in through Interstate 5 and have to exit out to get into the actual town. Much of it is in a state of disrepair, much like Night City is. But it's not a complete ghost town. There's definitely people walking around doing their business. You head to kind of what would be north of the city center, next to a bunch of motels where you jump back on the 5, and stop at this small choo-choo station. Excuse me. Called I Chew 2 with like a little lowercase I.
Hey,
Yep.
hey, Blank, I had a question. Do our agents go in and out of service out here, or do they not have service?
They do not have
or-
service whatsoever. Service areas are localized.
Thank you. That's what I was wondering.
So in order to pick up whatever service they'd have to hear, you'd have to buy a plan with
For the local area.
for the local area.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You pull into the small station along with the Grundy and get out and stretch your legs in a long needed moment of respite from a 9-hour drive. The nomads pile out of their vehicle. Most of them head inside. Oz comes to your car. Says, "All right, here we are. What do you think?" Gas station is, the choo-choo station is just like you'd imagine. Definitely a stop meant for large cargo trucks. There are several canopied fuel pumps in a large lot with enough space between to fit two trucks side by side between each one of them. The lot itself has an old beat up Minami, which is, or a Makikagi. That's what it is. It's just basically a 2-seater smart car. Parked in the driveway, and the lights are on. Although you do see, like, most of the pumps have, like, out of service tags on them. The I Chew 2 is like has a white capital I and then Chew 2 and like a kind of a piss yellow color. Yeah, classy. The inside looks like it's filled with shelves, but there's kind of like a small rest section towards the back that you can see, and the counter is at the front to prevent any shoplifting. Or at least to help prevent it.
Seems like a nice town to retire to. You know how I respond.
He laughs. If you say so, I much prefer Night City. The city itself
Maybe I'm
is
just getting old.
the city itself is kind of sparsely decorated with foliage from green grass to trees here and there. It's actually not bad. It's nothing special, but though the humidity at this point is intense, and it's not only humid but cold.
Lovely.
Yep.
I'm gonna just hop out and do a kind of quick circuit around the area to make sure I understand the layout and it matches the schematic and stuff.
Yeah, it matches the schematic. I can take you guys to kind of more of an updated copy of the map if you'd like.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Yay.
Give me 1 second here.
I zoomed out way too far.
Okay. Here we go, and I'll bring the audience there as well.
Ooh. There's a lot
Wow.
more stuff.
Look at that.
Nice.
Fancy.
So fancy.
Hey, look, there's boats and everything.
I know.
Yep.
Ooh, there's an old movie store, guys.
I know where I'm headed.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
I wanna
your
go-
car.
The old arcade, obviously.
Obviously.
Oh, and the Mackie guy. I forgot to put that in here.
Oh, I could get a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of like named.
You developed the world a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I named the areas. They were always developed, but I gave you guys labels so you'd know what they were.
Oh, guys, there's a theater over there.
Yeah.
You go watch a movie.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll inside the gas station.
Okay, you walk in. Oz comes in behind you. The nomads are kind of there talking with the gas station attendant, who's an older guy with kind of like he's got a old beat up denim ball cap over his head, and he has like tufts of gray hair that just stick straight out of the sides. He's got a goatee, which appears somewhat clean cut, and these kind of like a pointed mustache, like really well maintained and pointed and
Like
gently
a gunslinger?
curled up, kind of like a gunslinger. Medium build, with a little bit of like a pudgy belly, just a little bit. Dressed in kind of like what would be like a gas station jumpsuit, attendant jumpsuit. It's got his name right there. It's Walt. And they're all chatting with him. And Walt seems genuinely glad to see them. He says, hey, good to see y'all. Thanks for coming in. Welcome in. Who's your friend? Oh, hey, Oz, you son of a bitch, how you doing? He walks over, and Oz and him give like a good firm handshake and half, bro hug, patting each other on the back. He says, oh, this is Wraith. He's one of the... He looks around. Doesn't seem like anybody's in the station at the moment. This is one of the mercs. He says, excellent. Well, pleasure. Come in. Oz is paid for, a few days at least. Yeah, you're welcome to. We got some smash in the freezer one of the coolers back there. You're welcome to help yourself to any of the kibble brands out there.
Nice, thanks.
We got yum-yuns.
Ooh, yum.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. Pork rinds if you like those.
Like bottled green tea.
Probably. I mean, full cooler. Go have a look.
Yeah, you go over there and start going through it.
Yeah. Seems like this place is actually relatively well stocked, as it is a major trade route. They definitely get deliveries of something.
Nice.
There's shipping. It's just rare.
All right, I grab a drink and then I'm gonna head back to the counter.
Okay. Guys,
I'm just watching Walt at this point, like his mannerisms and stuff.
he seems pretty laid back. Actually, and happy to see these guys.
Yeah,
You can roll a human perception if you'd like anything.
I would.
God.
Oh. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry.
I'm sure there's snacks inside.
Yeah, there's snacks. We even got a microwave if you want to heat something up. There's some nuke burritos back there. You could help yourself. Oh, I miss Cass too.
Same. I was gonna say Moxie isn't in the station. She's very much like Checker. She's checking the area.
Okay. You guys are just kind of doing a walk around. There's a big kind of almost looks like a moving. It's definitely like a cargo truck in the back, but it's definitely shorter cargo hold, I guess, than like a semi.
Moxie's moving more towards the pumps.
Okay.
And then possibly the water. But we'll start at the pumps. We're gonna start there.
Okay. What'd you get on your roll, Wraith? Just 5? Yeah, he seems quite genuine.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
That'll happen. Is there anything you want to roll for, or like a perception maybe? I'm not sure what you're looking for.
Moxie wants to look for the manhole covers, where those are.
Okay.
It's one of the things she's looking, and then
You don't need a roll for that. It's there are 2 of them, and I'll put them on the map. I don't know why they're not there. There's one right there, and another one right here.
is there places to rig in the canopies
To
so
rig?
people can hide up there?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's one of the open canopies that has the big I-Chew-2 logo on the side.
Okay. And if she stands underneath it or near the... She walks near the old fast food place, kind of in the middle of the street, so long as there's no car. About here-ish, and looks towards the water.
Mm-hmm.
This way.
Okay.
Is the canopy? Would the canopies impede sniper?
If somebody was standing exactly where you were. No, that place would be low enough you could see there. The one on the farther back might have a little bit of trouble.
Like because Rex mentioned possibly over here by the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can he clearly see this road, or do the canopies
He could see
block vision? That's what she's looking for in short. Sorry.
here easily.
Mm-hmm.
Down here, I mean, it'd be shot through the pumps, but yeah, you could definitely see it.
He could. Okay. And then anything that the station obviously blocks, he couldn't.
Correct.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That's all for now.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I lied. I'm sorry. Do the houses look lived in?
Um,
And the buildings all look
their paint
Operational?
is peeling off in certain places, and it definitely looks like at least one of them has a black mold problem, but they do appear like they're being lived in, yeah.
It's not empty buildings that we could just usurp. Like,
Right.
cool. Okay. All right. Sorry. Now I'm done.
All right.
That didn't stop you guys after the party, I'm just saying.
It's true.
It was for a temporary, we just need to hide, not a, hey, we're going to shoot up your house.
Sure.
Two very different situations.
Potato, potato.
Deeps Checkers, how about you? Any doing anything?
I was just doing a loop to around and in the alley behind the house and the. I'm sorry, I can't see the small print right now. The old fast food place.
Okay. What are you doing?
Just to sort of. I'm doing a loop around that and the gas station to sort of just make sure I know the area.
Sure.
And yeah, again, just checking for anything that's different from the schematics.
Okay. Sounds good.
We have a hydrate,
Oh.
and I apologized because I have nothing to drink in here except for whiskey, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to sit this one out.
That's fair.
But we appreciate it.
We do appreciate it.
I will drink more for you later.
When
Okay.
do we expect?
Go ahead.
When do we expect them to be here?
Oz looks at you and says, probably evening tomorrow, or early evening.
Okay.
Yep. Should be enough time. Tonight we're gonna lay all of the barriers around the the lot. Excuse me, guys. Apologize.
You needed an extra hydrate.
I
You can have
caught
my
something in my
hydrate.
throat.
Oz, I think, is really hard on your throat.
I think he is, yeah. I'm trying.
Is it early afternoon or early evening?
I think he said both at one point.
Cool. Okay.
Probably not morning.
Well, that's the only time he didn't say so. Probably exactly morning, early hours. No, Moxie's not there. She's still walking around.
What are the rest of y'all doing?
Getting a burrito and having green tea.
All right.
I'm still studying the clerk, so I'll know how clerks respond to things.
Okay.
I'm doing a real bad job of it, but I'm doing
Yes, you are. You're like, so he twiddles his mustache. I don't have a mustache.
Once I've done my circuit, I would go find Cold.
You're walking. Are you walking like behind the fast food?
Yeah,
Okay, you're going
I was
this
gonna
way.
go down that alley.
Okay. The alley is kind of like a small area between homes. There's litter and trash, and there's definitely a dumpster behind the fast food that smells like something you don't even want to go near. But there are also like kind of makeshift patios set out with just lawn chairs and seats for people. Oh.
Okay.
Forgot to bring the trailer over. There we go. Okay, so eventually you guys all get together inside the gas station where some of the nomads are eating. Guys kind of like having a hushed conversation with Delilah towards the front of the thing, while Oz is just chatting up Walt. Johnny is there as well. And he's just kind of like meandering around. Cammy's chowing down on a burrito. Go ahead. I'm not saying anything important.
Guy and Delilah?
They're towards the back in the chairs back there in the gas station.
Okay. Can I grab a bag of jerky and a drink?
Sure.
And just kind of keep an eye on the conversation, what they're saying. I'd like to read lips if possible, please.
Okay. I need a few things.
Oh dear. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
I want to
100%.
Stealth first.
Roll a stealth.
Yep.
Sure. Happily. 12.
12? Okay.
Yep.
And then go ahead and roll a read lips.
9 was a lot better. 19.
19. All right, so as they're talking, you can hear, or you can make out, Delilah, I will say, is very hard to read her lips because she has such a tight-lipped manner in which she speaks.
Sure.
Guy is saying, "You know they shouldn't be here. They're not part of the pack. We need to get rid of them. They're really just extra weight, and we don't need, we can just pay them and make out. Just get the keys. Pay them." And you distinctly make her out saying, "No. We definitely need them. And if you blah blah something, not really sure what she says. Go." He exhales deeply out his nose when he kind of like clocks you, staring. And at that point, he doesn't say anything else.
She's gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
Or to both of them, I guess.
All right.
Not in an aggressive. I realize how that could sound. Not in an aggressive.
Takes her gun out.
Yeah, no, Cyber Psycho Moxie. No.
Slips
Casually.
the combat knife free.
Why does lip reading always end in like a standoff with us?
I don't know.
Because you're not supposed to do it.
Because we're not stealthy.
It's rude.
She's just gonna approach more casually than anything, and more to Guy than Delilah.
Okay. He's distinctly not looking at you. Just kind of has his arms folded over his knees and leaned forward, just twiddling his thumbs, looking other places. And Delilah's just watching you with a leg crossed over the other.
Delilah. And she'll just kind of like nod her head to her. And then turn her attention. Your name's Guy, right?
Yeah, my name's Guy. What about it?
I get not trusting people outside your pack. I grew up a nomad.
Size like
So I do
yours now.
not take it personally. But my team is here to do a job. You don't have to like us. I don't give a fucking shit. But if you put my team at risk, we're gonna have an issue. So if there's anything you'd like to clear the air about now, let's talk it out.
He kind of like reaches up and scratches jaw, looking at you for a moment. I don't think you should be here. First of all,
You think you're going to take on a soccer team on your own without the bodies we have? I don't even think we have enough bodies.
I think we should have pulled more of our pack here and not some fucking mercenaries.
And then you're an idiot. Because mercenaries are disposable. And your pack family, you should treasure every fucking member.
Yeah. Tomato, tomato, but they are people I can trust. I don't know what the fuck you are all gonna do. For all I fucking know, you're gonna take the bullet yourself, and then Delta.
As a former nomad, I know what that would mean, and I'm not about to have your pack riding on my ass for a fucking vehicle. 2, I keep my word as best I can. 3, I like Colt. I'm not about to screw her over. We do a job that we are paid to do. I'm not going to steal your cargo. I mean, you only have my word to go off of. I don't fucking want it. Where the fuck am I going to put a goddamn bullet anyway?
We don't have a fence to even get rid of it.
I mean, if anything, this helps me because I do work for you. It shows a good relationship, and then if I ever need anything transported, I have at least a friend, hopefully, or an acquaintance that can help me out. Screwing you over is a horrible idea.
I agree that it is. That don't mean a merc ain't gonna fucking do it, though.
Not this Merc, not this team.
Roll your persuasion at this point.
I'd like to spend 4 points of luck, please.
Okay.
Thanks. Oh, that's a 19. Yep, it's a 19.
19?
Mhm.
Okay. He bobs his head for a little bit. Fair enough, Merc.
Are you going to cause problems for my team?
Why the fuck would I cause problems for your team? The only thing
You
I'm
wanna
gonna...
cut us out of the job. You don't trust us.
I
I just
mean,
wanna
would you
make
say
sure-
no to getting paid right here, right now?
I would leave that up to them. I don't know that I would leave. I would talk to Colt about it. I think it's a bad idea. I don't want to see her hurt. No offense, I don't give a shit about you.
Don't matter. It's not fucking happening. You guys are staying.
I don't think that's exactly his point, but yes, we are.
Well, my point is that don't fucking matter. So the hypotheticals don't mean shit.
I mean shit to him because he's trying to get a sense of my character.
Don't give a fuck what he thinks. At that, he kind of like steps out of his chair pretty abruptly, pushes past you, shouldering you on his way past, and then leaves.
Is he going to be a problem, Delilah?
No. He's all fucking testosterone. Don't you fucking worry about it.
If he has to cover my people, I need to know he's going to cover them.
Man has more dick than brains, but he'll do his job.
Yeah, and I've known a few of those, so okay.
Yep, don't we all? Don't we all, honey? She like reaches for one of the magazines. Has that manic like Continental Brands try before you buy like featured on the front of Olivia Forsythe, smacking a dude on the bottom with a flogging whip.
You need anything, you let me know.
Spiciest chip. She shows you an ad.
Moxie will take a seat and take a look.
It's I forget what the name is called.
Like volcano.
Yeah, but Continental Brand. Oh fuck! Where is that written? You know what I'm talking about. You say it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it mine?
Yeah, it's yours.
Oh, the Miasma Fire Chettle.
Miasma Fire Chettle.
Yep.
There's an advertisement for that in the thing, and it talks about special items for, or I'm sorry, a special unlock for a dungeon for select
Is the miasma
packages.
fire purple?
Yes. It's got a purple tinge.
Nice.
Is it the same one that's coming out?
Nope. Just soon. As with these companies, they're all fucking building hype. But you might be able to try before you buy. That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, no. I'm less interested in the kibble, more interested in the dungeon.
You play?
Mm-hmm. Can I have a moment?
I got
It's
no.
real nice to go around and beat shit up without actually having to think about consequences. Especially when you've had a stressful day, like dealing with men full of testosterone.
Please. I deal with it more times a day than you could ever fucking imagine. These goddamn meatheads. She says, well, here's what I do. And she shows you She pulls out her agent to show you. Oh, fuck. I forgot the name of this app.
The battle app?
The Digital Gladiator.
Oh, nice.
And ironically, she has a testosterone fueled avatar. That's just
She gets it.
giant. Yeah. I don't got much time for anything more than this, but it's a fun game.
I haven't tried yet. Does it destroy your agent if you lose?
It's an agent.
Yeah.
Pick
Yeah, I don't
one
know
up.
that I'd risk mine.
You can pick one up at any fucking bodega for 100 eddies.
Yeah, my medical bills are generally an expenditure enough. I don't need to start adding.
Well, stop
$1,000
getting
worth of
shot.
Phone bills. Well, yeah, that's the goal. I'm sure it'll go swimmingly tomorrow. Just
She
avoid
laughs.
all of them.
Well, maybe if you played this, you'd be better shot.
I'm a great shot, thank you.
Fair enough. I
So
don't
long
know.
as they're within pistol range.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I'm glad you have something. If you ever decide you have time for yellow, let me know.
Maybe. I don't really have the wreath. Don't that take some specialized wreath?
Oh yeah, Secretary Rush. I know someone who has a bunch. Probably get you a good deal.
Okay. Well, we'll talk more about it after this this shit.
Sounds good.
You take care.
You too, Delilah. And she'll pat her knee and go rejoin the group.
Okay. At this point, Oz is like, All right, guys. Let's start unhauling the truck and set up these barriers. We're gonna need to drill some holes around the perimeter so that way we can hammer in some rebar.
Hey, Oz, I have a question. There's a team that's in front of them and a team that's behind them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the team that's in front of them, if they show up here and there's concrete barriers everywhere, and the gas pumps don't work, will that be a problem?
One gas pump will work. The rest of the concrete barriers are just gonna look like a perimeter barrier, like any other lot would have.
Cool.
Shouldn't be a
Show me
problem.
where you're planning on having the entrances.
Just the natural entrances. All we're doing is plugging up the perimeter. So I'll tell you. I'll show you where I'm planning on this
Thanks.
stuff being. Oops. So I'm gonna go. How do I get this place? There we go. Oh, I gotta zoom out a little bit. Hold on. So we're just boxing in this area. This is to prevent the truck from getting out of that anywhere that we don't decide. Make sense?
No, I'm sorry. I was on Twitch and I missed. Were you?
It's still up. It should be. Oh, never mind.
I see nothing then. I was like, I'm very confused.
I'm on the wrong layer because Roll20 is weird.
Okay.
Like this.
Okay.
This is just to prevent the truck from going out, this way.
Yep.
It'd only have this exit and this one. And then just the natural exit.
So, no, we have two options, and I'm... Colt round.
I'm right here, honey. What's up?
How comfortable are you backing this thing out if it's facing towards the water?
Backing what thing up?
The bullet.
If it's facing the water?
Yeah, because if there's the perimeter fence here,
Mm-hmm.
and we have it coming in this way.
Is that what we wanted? I thought we wanted it on the north side. Right here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because weren't we going to
Yeah,
attack from somewhere over here?
Mm-hmm. We were going to leave it here so that you had the pumps as cover. So you weren't out in the open. My thinking is, if they're on this side, they can drive out real easy because there's nothing stopping them.
Good call.
If they're here, they can't drive forward because they're not getting through that. The bullet
So
won't make
you're
that
asking
turn. But you're
how
gonna
well I
have to
can
back
back
out
it out.
and get around, because if not, we're gonna have to back it in.
I mean,
and
park
it's-
those cars. We'll park. If you could park the Galena down farther south, that'd be better. But yeah, I could do it. No problem.
I don't know the Glen.
Only issue is it's a fucking unibody.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a bitch to turn. But yeah, I think I can do it.
I mean, if it has to face this way, you'll have. I mean, if they get it to move at all, which we're hoping they don't, putting it in the back means they have to cover more ground to get out. It also means we have more ground to cover if we have to get out. But if it's facing this way, it's a lot easier for them to just drive away.
Mm-hmm. I can
Anyone
back it up.
thoughts?
Like I said, just keep the lot in front of the store clear.
Can you do it wearing infrared glasses?
That will be a lot more complicated.
Why do you want me to wear infrared goggles?
Because I was thinking of throwing smoke grenades so that we're in cover from their gunfire.
Fuck. I'd rather just drive through the smoke, to be honest. Just don't get in my way.
I mean, I still think you should be wearing the glasses, but yeah, sure. Well, I mean, you drive, you're cold, but
All right, sure.
during the rest of it so you can see. Why don't you want to?
Because it really fucks with your vision. It's not like... I mean, I'd be able to see heat signatures pretty well. The rest is going to look like shades of blue.
Keep them
I'd
on
almost
just in
rather go
case.
blind than that.
Okay. No? Alright. Alright, if you think you can back it out, then
Yeah, I could probably... I mean, I could take a pair just in case.
I think facing the other... I mean... She kind of remembers what Rex says about being able to not, like, shoot into the back from the other way, but we don't want them driving off.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's your best option.
Okay,
I don't know.
Sounds
I'll
good
think
to
on
me.
it.
all right. I'm gonna go help boys set up these barriers.
For sure. Mox is gonna head to the Galena, pull out like the plans and her agent, and she's just looking around and mapping things out and trying to think.
Okay. Everybody starts working on setting up the barriers, I would assume, or are you guys helping?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I want to make Checkers a burrito and bring it to her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh,
I'll scarf it down and then help with the barriers and stuff.
Excellent. All right. So,
I'm modulating my voice to sound as much like the clerk as I can.
he actually walks over to you. He says, "Hey, I heard you're gonna be the guy who is the attendant, right?"
Yeah, apparently I am gonna be the guy that's the attendant.
He like says, looks around for a moment awkwardly as you try to mimic his speech pattern, and then says, "I got a spare outfit. Might be a little bit baggy for you, but you want?"
Hey, it would go a long way to help, and I would appreciate it.
He puts the outfit on your lap.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Is there somewhere that I could get changed?
There's some bathrooms in the back next to the seating area there.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Yep. Gonna go get changed.
You know, they probably won't know who I am, so you don't need to mimic me exactly. You can be your own person.
But it's more authentic this way.
If you say so.
Jesus Christ.
It's the details, my friend.
Okay, you're the expert, not me, so sounds good to me.
Jeez.
He leaves very quickly. All right, so you guys are setting up for the majority of the day. It's hard. Guy is mostly silent, just
hammering these barriers into the concrete as Oz like drills little holes for them to set up, and then Checkers controls the graph to set down the concrete barrier, and Deeps and Colt are the ones like wrapping up the chains, and I guess Johnny too.
Can I check to see if there's any nodes nearby?
Sure, do a scanner.
Darkly?
Yes.
Yes. $12?
12?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a scanner from inside the... I'm sorry, a scanner. A network from inside the gas station itself. You also get a vague sense of one somewhere down to the south, and then another one somewhere off to the west.
There's no cameras on the fuel pumps?
Oh, that's true. There's definitely cameras above you, yeah,
Okay.
in the canopy.
Cool. How tall are those?
The canopy? They're good, I would say... 8 meters tall. They're quite tall.
Okay. So, if I ducked down into one of those tunnels, can I reach that node?
If you duck down, could you reach the one at the top?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't pull up the manhole cover from where you're standing. But if you talk to Guy, he'll show you the way into those maintenance tunnels, which is through kind of the walk-in cooler area.
Okay.
And he guides you to a trap door, which has a ladder going downwards. And you're in these maintenance tunnels that have like this... They're illuminated by these flickering yellow lights with all of these giant... pipes coming through, and probably some of the electrical work as well.
Creepy as hell, basically.
Yeah, kind of, with like a steel grating on the base, and where the manhole covers are, there's like a ladder that you can go up.
Yeah, I wanted to. I would like to play with it and see if I can reach any of the cameras from underneath, since I know that there's one there.
And what's the range on your deck?
I have the extended range.
So that's 8 meters, right?
Yeah.
If you climb to the top of the manhole cover, meaning poking your head outside of the manhole, you can reach.
Okay. No, that's what I wanted to know. Because I wanted to see how, because if we're supposed to reach the vehicle's node, I needed to know that we could from underneath. And I think that kind of says I can. Because if it can reach the top of the canopy, we should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Even from that point. So that's going to make me feel better, I believe.
Okay.
From what I would guess.
Okay.
So I'll head out.
All right.
And I'll go find Moxie.
All right. Moxie's doing her planning.
Yep.
It looks like we'll probably be able to reach that node from underneath. Most likely. I climbed up, I went underneath, and I checked the manhole cover. If I get to the top of it, I can reach the camera up at the very top.
Right. Can you reach? Is that which camera?
The one on the
Because
top of the
bullet
canopy.
is not which canopy, because the bullet is between canopies 1 and 2.
Right.
So if it's the one right above you, you still have distance to cover.
Well, it's going to be that one at the top. I mean, the one over there. North.
She walks you. She picks up the map so the things don't fly away, and walks you. Wait, hang on. If it's there, where's my ruler? Hang on a second. So,
But I mean, the tunnels.
it's gonna be somewhere here. Can you reach here at the top of the? If she looks up, there's no camera
cover
machines.
there. I have to go to the top of the cover. So
Why
I
don't
looked
you
at.
just get one of our drones, put the drone here, and see if you can reach the drone from the tunnel.
Well, because we don't. I have to go. I'm going to relook at the plans for the bullet and see where the node would be in the schematics.
About
In the middle
Yeah, about
of the cargo section.
So, if I was to judge based on the schematic, how many meters up from the ground is that?
not even one.
Okay.
This thing's
So-
pretty low to the ground, honestly. It's not meant for off-road travel.
I mean, it's only like a meter off the ground. Is there maintenance tunnels go on each one of them, or is it just at the top and just at the bottom?
I'm confused.
I only
does it-
see manhole covers at the top, top and bottom, which means you're getting out from one of those spots.
But if you're asking if the tunnels go to where those pumps would be, they do. Yeah, there's a series of tunnels.
Then yes.
3, 4, 5, 6 tunnels.
My deck has an extended range on it. Cammy, you were at.
Yeah, I'm right here. What's up?
Do you have extended range on your deck?
No.
No. See, you can go 6 meters. I can go 8. But it's only a meter off the ground. I mean, we should check it with one of those drones probably, but I'm really confident we'll be able to reach it from underground.
I would rather you check it with those drones because I'd rather be as close as that to that exit as possible. So as soon
Well,
as we've
that's-
secured that vehicle, you can run and you don't have to run any extra distance.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said we should check it with one of the drones.
I said you should check it with one of the drones. You said you were confident you could hit a camera.
Which means that I had the distance available
Just
to hit it.
go get a drone and check it. Please.
I'll go find one of the nomads.
Okay. Which nomad?
Colt.
Okay. Colt's out there working with the boys on loading up these installing these concrete barriers. She looks over to you.
Can I borrow one of them drones?
Sure. Yeah. Just right there on the trailer. The trailer's
Sweet.
detached and kind of leaned up against the gas station at this point.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay. Then what?
I'll go place it where I think the truck would be ish.
Can you point to it on the
Moxie's still
map
standing
so
there.
I'm
Yes, I will.
okay?
Funnier if you
I'm
don't.
sorry, I'm on watching, not.
I did the same thing.
Oh, you clicked the stream. That's
Yeah, I'm on the stream. Yeah.
I do that all the time.
There.
Okay. All right, and you're laying the drone down there, turning it on.
Yes.
Okay, and then going back into the tunnel.
Yes.
It does
Now
not.
I'm gonna.
It does not reach.
It does not reach.
It does not reach.
I was gonna say Moxie would even pick it up and put it like over her head because she assumes it might be up in the truck. So
It doesn't even reach from the ground.
It won't penetrate through the ground, Moxie.
You guys are on radios.
is that because of the manhole cover or the distance? If you move down the tunnel, can you hit it?
I figured I walked around trying to find it, but
I just assume I'm only telling you for standing right exactly here. It does not reach.
where I think it's directly above me.
Yeah.
I'm directly underneath it and it doesn't reach, so it'd have to be from the manhole cover.
Okay, so does it reach from the manhole cover?
I'll go check.
Okay. Just so I'm clear, is the manhole cover closed or open?
Closed first,
And are
then
you on the ladder or not?
I'm on the ladder.
Okay. As close to the manhole cover as possible?
As soon as I'm gonna keep trying to reach it as soon as every step of the way until I get something. If I don't, then I'll open the cover and try that until I hit it.
You
kind
hit
of
it
thing.
about 3/4 of the way up the ladder. With the manhole
And then
cover closed.
And then I want to try that same spot with the deck that doesn't have range.
It does not make it. No signal.
Then I will go up to the top.
Okay.
And does it reach it at the top?
No.
And then I have to open the man cover.
Yep.
And then does it reach it?
It does at that point, yes.
Cammy's deck won't be able to hit it from underground.
Where does she need to be?
The manhole cover has to be open. So she'd probably
Just
have to
open?
be.
Can you still be hidden, like underground?
Well, we could be with it open. Yeah. I mean, we could be on the ladder, but that's kind of a precarious position.
Is it more precarious than being up in a canopy?
Hard to say.
By the way, this is all assuming that the drone is placed on the ground.
Oh no, Moxie lifted it for this specific
So
reason.
that changes things. When it lifts, it does not reach at a certain point.
Or she'd at least test it after like ground and up, just in case it's up
Okay.
in the cab on the roof.
But at about like the ground level or a little above of where you would assume the truck's like floor bed, the bed of the truck would be, just a little above that, it'll still reach then. But when you pull it over your head, that's when it cuts.
We know the node's in the middle of the cargo. Do we know if it's on the floor or just that it's in
The
middle?
console itself is attached to the floor.
So the floor should be fine.
Maybe. Kind of depends. You don't have detailed schematics of that particular thing. It depends where the transmitter is.
Which means we either move where the bullet's going to be, or we have to move you two. If the bullet was facing the other way, that wouldn't really change. It would shift it one.
How would you
Closer to
test
the-
that right now?
She would go from, I don't know, I think the middle was here or here, where if
I was assuming this particular spot.
What about putting the truck over that
I
bottom
did
man
not
cover?
see you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pink.
This particular spot.
Oh, that spot.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, never mind. Well, I mean, if she'll walk along the ground, does it make it easier at all in any spot? In that.
That is the only spot that works.
Cool. Great. Cool. Okay.
What about using that one? Because if you put them directly over the manhole, we'll both be able to do it.
Let's just, I mean, I'm sure you're right. I don't think you're wrong, but let's just double check.
Okay.
So can you please explain to me what you're doing so I understand?
I'm gonna drop the manhole cover back down, and then I'll be on the ladder underneath, and she's gonna hold the drone above the manhole cover where we think it would be on the truck.
So from this exact... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm invisible.
It doesn't matter which one. We're probably the one we're using, because all we need to know is if it'll work.
But this...
Wherever the middle of the truck would be. If the middle of the truck is where your indicator is, based on pump and where the...
Yeah.
Like the gas tank is?
Yeah.
So you have a range of about this...
Right.
Where it works. At about chest high.
Right. And I'm going to use the deck that doesn't have range.
Okay.
So.
Okay, yeah. With range, you'd have a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm thinking the middle would be.
And this is
here,
from the
like
top of the
manhole
ladder.
Cover, or right beside
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, you have a range of about that wide with the short range cyber deck.
So judging by the schematics where they pump the chew to, where would the truck be? Could I make a guesstimate? Should I roll something for that?
I'm sorry. What's the question?
So we know where they pump the gas into the vehicle, and we know where the pump is. So we should be able to guess where that.
You could
where
choose an appropriate pump within reason to position that exactly where you'd want it to be. There's
Right,
several pumps.
Right. That's what I'm trying to do, is just gauge about where that truck would be, the bullet.
Yep. Thank you for the sub.
The things on
thank
the
you.
right hand side.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you for the gift subs.
Make sure you thank Chinzia if she gave you a sub.
Gas tank's on the right side though.
Yeah.
Which means the bullet has to face the water if we go in that bottom lane.
Is that good or bad?
It just is. It's actually neither. It's just... It would make probably backing out easier because Colt could just
Go
jump
straight.
backwards and then up and out. She doesn't have to try to 3-point turn, just 2.
Well, that would be a... Oh, yeah, you're right.
It does mean... I don't know. I don't know what that means for everybody else, but...
That would be harder to get on the other side of the cab, though.
What do you mean?
Somebody would have to leap onto the other side of the cab because there's
Or
no
around.
Yeah, or run around.
Mm-hmm.
That's more risky.
And if that's where you can hit it from, though.
I mean, it's either that or the other side, which I think would make it easier for them than us.
I agree. If they're coming from the highway, though, and they pull in, and they go down here to the pump, in theory, someone could hide behind the barricades here, flat, laying down, instead of dropping from the canopy.
What
Barricade.
is that green grass? Or what used to be grass?
Yeah, it's grass.
Okay. Just curious.
That's where they're setting up the barricades.
Yep.
Right.
So you could hide on the other side, in theory. Someone could.
Yeah.
Are the barricades solid, or are they just like concrete pillars?
They're just concrete, maybe 6 feet long and about 3 feet tall.
Okay,
concrete.
so they're solid walls.
They're
Yeah,
slabs, yeah.
yeah. And they're drilling them into the ground, basically. So they don't move. So it's about 5:30 at this point in the evening. Would you like to complete your planning tonight so that next session we do the mission, or would you guys like a week to consider your plans and then come back, complete your planning, and maybe get to whatever this mission is halfway through?
I think probably complete the planning next week.
Yeah, finalize
I
next
would
week.
like a week to think about this, please.
Understood. I think then this is a good place to, unless you have something else. Yeah, go ahead.
Under the register, I would like to conceal my ballistic mask, my doctor's coat, and my katana.
Okay, can you make note of that somewhere?
Yeah.
Thank you. That sounds good.
Moxie would like to know if that vehicle, the moving truck, or what looks like a moving truck,
Uh-huh.
because that's not our Grundy, right?
Correct. The Grundy's out front.
What is this, and is it living here?
It is the, it looks like some sort of delivery truck for just a generic delivery truck, like a beige.
Will it be here tomorrow?
If you talk to Walt about that truck, he says, "Oh yeah, that's my truck."
Okay. So it doesn't have to be here tomorrow?
No, I can move it. You don't want it?
No, that's where I think we're going to keep the Grundy.
All right.
Thank you, though.
Yep. I was probably going to keep it away anyway. I don't plan to be here.
Okay.
No offense, but I mean, I'm getting paid good money to keep this place closed, but yeah, not that much money.
I understand. And then she just wants to double check with John Boy where he's supposed to be for lookout.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be up the road a bit, a couple of blocks north.
Blocks, like running
No,
distance,
miles.
or
Yeah.
okay, miles. Right. How are you getting
Rear
back?
blocks. Are you not from the city? I'm going to have a vehicle up there.
What
No, you're
vehicle?
I
You guys just
thought I
gave
was
me
going to have a vehicle up there when we
Grundy.
discussed it earlier.
Nope. They're picking you up later.
Apparently, I'm getting picked up later.
I thought you had a vehicle too. Okay, so you don't.
Well, I could hotwire one while I'm up there.
I just need to know for now. You can drive, right?
Yeah, I'm an excellent driver.
Okay.
Hold on.
Just checking. Just checking.
I want to verify
Yeah.
that he was, but he was a half nomad, so I would assume
That he
he
can
was
drive.
capable of driving.
But
The way you do
That doesn't
character
mean he
builds,
can.
I'm not confident.
exactly.
I know, me neither. I get worried about these things. I can't find my character sheet, so he can drive. I have faith.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go off this assumption.
Where is Johnny?
She's gonna go talk to
I don't
Checkers
know.
after that.
I don't know either. I'm sorry.
find it.
What was the question?
She's gonna go talk to Checkers after that.
Okay. Checkers is
what's
still controlling the Graph 3.
Look, I know I gave you the Galena. I was kind of cyber psycho at the time. But I would... Johnny's up north. Part of my original plan was to have him in a car to pick up the assault team once we got out. He doesn't have a car, and if we're all leaving in the Bullet, we don't have someone to drive the Galena. Would you mind if you took the Galena?
I mean, we need to make sure we get our shit out. Like the stuff that we
Yep.
need for this. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Someone needs to drive it back anyway.
And we won't be there, so I figured it was okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Then she'll head back to John Boy and be like, "Hey, Galena, you'll take that
Wow.
tomorrow."
I'd be much obliged. Thank you very much.
Well, you might have to be picking up some people on your way back through, but we'll figure that out.
Well, I about imagine. Thank you, though.
Mm-hmm. No problem. That's the last minute, I think, bits I needed to know before.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can always text me with stuff that if you have any questions in the interim. But I think as far as tonight goes, seems like you all need a little bit more time to think, and that's totally fine, especially now that you're getting a little bit more information.
Can I text you questions about Walt?
Sure. I guess this is a good place to call it for the evening. I'm going to give you guys some IP. Let's do 40 for the night.
Yay.
Thanks.
Wait. Did we get some last time? Yes.
We did.
I did not write that down.
It was 40 also.
Thank you.
I did write it down.
This is
Look at
probably...
you. Look at you taking all the notes.
This may be your last opportunity to spend any IP before our mission, so bear that in mind. Seems like next week we're gonna get to it no matter what, unless you guys just fucking do nothing the whole episode.
We're going to throw a
Don't
party.
Tempt us. Yes.
I know, right?
Throw a
Yeah.
party.
Party it is.
Party the night before.
We'll see.
We're going to invite
to go
our
to the
friends. We're going to
An
invite
ice
our
cream
friends from the other party.
Yeah. No, we will definitely be doing at least the beginning of the bullet mission next time.
Beginning of the bullet mission.
I shouldn't make promises about things, but it's
I think
likely.
it's safe. Yeah.
The amount of
Okay,
behind the
point.
scenes IP is crazy. I guess so.
Take some archery skill. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I took points in arch. So behind the baseball there, I took archery points at some point for some reason. So now I have archery.
I remember vaguely
Had it for a long time.
Wraith was trying to turn into a samurai archer.
The reason was because he doesn't have reflexes, so he was gonna, if he would have gone solo instead of medtech, he had to rely on being stealthy rather than being tanky.
Fast and good.
Yeah. So that was the thought behind it. But that means that it's been like real life 6 months since I put those points there.
That's true. All right, we're gonna call it a night, everybody. Thank
Thanks,
you all
guys.
Love you
for
guys.
joining us. We all love you
It's
very
not
much.
early, but happy Mother's Day.
Yes,
Happy
thank you.
Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day.
For some of you, it's not early. Happy
Yeah,
Mother's
for some
Day.
it's not. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you for being here, guys. We appreciate and love all of you.
Yeah, and we'll see you all next week. Take care.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.